Benjamin! Good job, boys! Good job, Benji!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and you fine young athletes. That was a tremendous day out there, this tremendous morning. We saw a lot of great athleticism, and just let the fans know, as the president of BC Community Football, this is the way the game should be played. We saw lots of individual athletes doing a lot of great things out there, working as a team to help their teams win, and I think they need a great hand. Again, I'd like to thank the parents for signing their kids up to play this great Canadian game of football. I'd like to thank the coaching staffs and
Thank you, Michelle.
there we go. To come out to this event today. And again, the Vortex is working hard for us. The sign will be out, maybe. But at least the players are great and cool. Now, on behalf of the BC community, it's great to see all the community players out from both sides of the border. Alberta and BC playing the game, and I'm just waiting for some other information. The number of awards we're giving out is for the outstanding athletes of the day. The first one from Alberta, from the defensive line, the most outstanding player, Cyril Attachment. The next individual, the most outstanding linebacker from Alberta, Wesley Bromley. The next Alberta Young Star, outstanding offensive line, is Aiden Stark. The next outstanding player, Young Stars, running back, Nash McDonald. Sorry, receiver. My mistake. I was having trouble reading the Albertan there. The offensive back, outstanding offensive back, Mason Herzog. The next player is the outstanding defensive back, Seth Horwood. next award for Young Stars is the MVP of the game, Given Kimbetta. Okay, for BC, the Young Stars, the player, the defensive line player of the game is Dawson Hendrick. The next player is the Young Stars, most outstanding linebacker, Parker Scott. The Young Stars for BC Oaks, the offensive lineman, best lineman is Luca Patterson. The BC offensive back of the game,
Hang on to me.
Yapro Contact.
Hi, Curtis's mom. This is way hard to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you too.
The BC receiver of the game, Renzo Aridanza. The DB for BC, from the game, outstanding player of the game, Liam Sampson. The BC MVP of the game, outstanding day today, Blake Ebert. Okay, the online player of the game, it was online choice by the viewers. Most popular, Carter McLean. Okay, again, we have a two-time back-to-back winners, of course, from Alberta. I'd like the captains to come up here and get the Young Stars Trophy. Let's hear it for them, fans. Give a big round of applause. And again, on behalf of all the people that work in football, thank you very much for coming out. Thank you for putting on this event. It was a great event for young people to display their talents. And thanks again.
Thanks, Joe. All right, so just so everyone know, Coach Jermaine, head coach here, said he likes to thank the BC staff. They gave the game ball to the quarterback from Alberta. Straight up, they've done their wins. It's Alberta. We'll be back next year for Alberta Bowl. Thank you. And everybody, one more thing. Alberta, take the trophy. Take pictures with it. It's not going back to Alberta. I have to drive it home. So, go enjoy your trophy and then give it back to me. Take care.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away from 2019 Future Stars action. Before we do that, we will get everybody please to rise and remove your headgear as Miss Kelty Matthews will present for us today our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. Quand t'embrasse et porter les pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, les plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And we're back. VBNSports.com. Tim Amy, Matt Macri, All Canadian Gridiron. ABC Border Bowl in Kelowna, British Columbia. And Matt Macri, what game have we queued up right now?
Well, these are the future stars. These are the grade 8 and 9s.
Yep.
So I guess that'd be, 14, 15-year-olds?
Sounds right.
Yeah, about there. So these are the 8-9s. They're going to be going up at BC versus Alberta, and we've got quite the selection here from all over British Columbia and then again all over Alberta.
This is a big roster, man.
Oh, this one here is a 2-pager. You got to make sure that.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Yeah, we got more on the second page here. Now, we're missing number 89, Braden McDonald.
With a broken elbow.
Broke his elbow last Sunday in a spring tackle league here in down in Chilliwack.
Yep.
And then, but we've got a lot of stars on both sides of the ball here.
Matthew Gale, North Langley Bears. He'll stand out for you.
Yep.
Lucas Fever with the Giants, of course. So I know him. Austin Patton with the North Langley Bears. That's a great player. Caleb Gruniger, Meadow Ridge Knights. Puts at least a vapor trail whenever he runs. See, these are the kids I'm used to seeing in the VCFL.
Yeah.
So lots and lots of Kai Dyson from the North Surrey Tigers. So lots of really good talent. And being in the 14-15 age group, it's just sort of the talent level sort of picks up a notch because they're just a year older, right?
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge, yeah. And what you're going to see here is the size, too. Like some of these guys may only be, 13, 14, 15 years old. But they're bigger than the grown men. There's head coach Dave Brass on the screen right now.
Okay.
And he looks short compared to these guys. So
well, number 67 on the BC side, for instance, is Dylan Wilson from Cowichan Bulldogs. He's 6'4", 245 pounds.
Yep.
If you look over here on the BC Alberta side, Kylan Trin from the Leduc Ticats. He's 5'9", but he's 230 pounds.
Yep, and right below him is Caden Stenhouse, who's 6'3" and 220 pounds.
It's crazy how big some of these kids are. Look at this, Jaden McMillan out of Leduc, 6'1", 236. I mean, holy crow.
Yeah, these guys are barely able to go see a PG-13 movie themselves. And
they're old enough to shave. And
they're big enough to shave. Yeah.
All right, so it should be fun. Our first game took a little bit too long to get through. There was an injury, so nothing funny about that, and you have to take all the precautions you need. But it was a long first half, and hopefully we'll speed things up a little bit in this one.
Now we're doing the player of the game. It's the SLI.do. Get on there, and it's
hashtag
ABC 2019. There we go. It's on our screen right now. SLI.do. And vote for your player of the game. I see that we've got the poll going. I'm watching it up on the computer already, and people are getting in there and getting their votes in.
The game hasn't started yet. How do you vote for your favorite player? The game hasn't started yet.
Wait till they play the game.
That's right. You want to stack it for your kid to win, sort of thing. But
Yeah. And there's head coach Dave Brass there on the sideline. He's a good man. He's
and
a
there's
Chargers
Braden
fan.
McDonald standing behind next to him with his arm in a sling. Okay.
Yeah, he still goes. He still goes up there. He cheers his teammates on. That's what a good football player does.
He's a great kid. He's a real leader for those Chilliwack Giants. Like, he's the captain on the field. And brilliant slot back, outstanding tight end. It can catch just about anything. But, yeah, that broken elbow last week, that's just heartbreak.
Now, here, kicking the ball is Nico Harris from the Cowichan Bulldogs. We saw him at the 9-man provincial this year. What an excellent football player.
Bit of a bounce. Alberta receives and hauled down about I'm going to guess, out of the 25-yard line. So a 1st and 10 Alberta to start the game. Looks like number 10, Michael Eaglebear. There's a cool name. Calgary Bulldogs, 5'9", 143 pounds, wide receiver.
Well, Michael here plays a little volleyball to himself. The ball bounces. And it gets up over his head. Oh, we didn't get quite far back on that for the replay. But it bounces off his hands, over his head, hits the ground, and then bounces right back into his chest. It was kind of, it's like he meant to do that.
That's right. All by design. Okay. Pro set in the backfield. Are they under center? There's the snap. There's the handoff to start. Thunder's up the middle. Picked up a few yards on that. And if my eyes don't deceive me, that was number 2. Judah Platt of the Leduc Ticats, 5'10", 175 pounds.
Well, and then Platt does a great job here. He doesn't have a lot of room to run, but he drops those shoulders and pushes himself forward and just drives, picks up a few yards, and it'll be second down here for the Alberta side.
And the Leduc Ticats actually have the Hamilton Ticat logo on their helmets. So you have a Stampeder logo. So you're a little confused there. You're looking at we watching like CFL here? Okay.
No, this is good football.
So,
I'm kidding. I love the
Mr.
CFL.
Charger fan. Handoff in the backfield. Cuts to the outside. Does he get some blocking? Fights his way.
Oh, he did. He got some good blocking and some good second effort there. It's number 22, who is Dale Clendenin. Does a great job here. He follows his blocks around the outside edge. And then when he has to leave the blockers and get turned up the field, he gets hit once but drives himself forward 2 more yards. Number 6, Jack Nyros from Kelowna is the one to lay the hit to knock him out of bounds.
And I'm looking at some of the team names here for the Alberta side. And my favorite so far is the Edmonton Seahawks. In one of the only 2 perfectly landlocked provinces in Canada, they have the Seahawks. Okay, handoff. Got some room, got some blocking, and Alberta's running game is just pumping at all cylinders. So we're number 21. And, of course, Mason Lane of, once again, Leduc Ticats. They're heavily represented in this game. And just having a great afternoon so far in this early first quarter.
A big tackle there. I'm trying to get the number 67 on the BC side, wraps him up, which is Dylan Wilson from the Cowichan Bulldogs. Wraps him up and takes him down authoritatively. Authoritatively.
A plethora of. Okay, here we go. Under center. Here go the slot backs. Here's the snap. And back right up the middle, right on the handoff. Just trying to scoop up that short yardage. Just get those few yards that you need. Of course, Judah Platt out of Leduc once again. There's a Dustin Platt that coaches here in Chilliwack, but I have no idea if there's any relation. Anyway.
Judah got quite a bit of yardage there. And it doesn't look like they made enough for the first down. So it looks like the defense is coming on the field, and the BC offense is going to come out there for their first shot deep in the Alberta zone.
It's strange that they went to call kick and move the ball 35 yards.
No, they went for that 4th down and just couldn't quite get it. I think they thought they had enough because they were getting the 3 or 4 yards of carry. They were a little bit short, and then they went for it, and now they're giving BC a prime opportunity.
Drops back, pass, ball's up. Does he have a man? Oh, my God. Look at that. Right on the hands. First play of the game. Deja vu all over again. This is how the first game started. BC passing for a touchdown.
I don't even have to look. I'm going to tell you that it was Owen Seaben, North Langley Bears,
throwing to
Matthew Gale,
the
North
Gale
Langley
Force,
Bears.
the Gale Force win. Yeah,
and
beautiful.
And when you've got teammates on these sort of teams, they're all over British Columbia.
Yeah.
But in this type of situation, you go to what you know.
Yeah.
And Owen Sieben, who's a phenomenal quarterback.
Unbelievable quarterback.
Phenomenal young man. And lays the ball up there for Matthew Gale, which he does every day at practice.
Yep.
And it worked. So, and they're big 6 points on the board quickly.
A very quick strike for BC to start this game. Take that early lead. See how the PAT works out here. And that was good. So a 7-point lead. BC over Alberta, 12-22 in the first quarter. And a quick, painless strike. Trying to think of some sort of military analogy here.
Well, number 4, Nico Harris gets that extra point for him there and kicks it in. But the BC team, they came in and they executed on that first play right away.
Didn't waste any time getting the ball in the end zone. Well, they had good field position. Owen Sieben can throw it easily 40 yards beautifully. Yeah. And, of course, he's got Matthew Gale, his wide receiver, who's got hands like glue.
Well, yeah, and Sieben, he's got such a good arm on him that he puts that ball up there so nicely. Gale beat the defense, dropped it right into the breadbasket in the end zone.
Okay, so BC now will kick to Alberta. Alberta will work their way back up the field. Every effort to get that 7 points back. So far, Alberta's been okay. I mean, it's the opening drive, and they kept it on the ground. And, you gamble and loss on fourth down kind of thing. No big deal. But a lot of football left to play. I mean, again, BC started like this in the last game, went up 13 points, and then lost by 9 in the end of the game. So high-scoring game and top talent on either side.
Well, and it takes a second or two for the offenses to get sorted out. I mean, BC came out, threw the big pass, scored, right? Now, you're going to see the defensive back sit back a little bit further. They're going to know now that quarterback's got an arm that can throw the 40 yards. So they're going to cover that guy that's 40 yards deep. Here, Alberta gets the ball.
Off the hop, takes it off the chest, on his feet. Nice. Not a bad bit of running there. Gets it about the 26, 27-yard line.
The number 26, Jackson Faraday, 5'7", 150 pounds. The Duke Ticats.
There you go. So for the Leduc Ticats are kind of, the Stony Plain Bombers. I like that name, too. Medicine Hat Junior Colts. These are great names. But the Edmonton Seahawks is my favorite one. There's nothing sea about Edmonton.
Yeah.
And it's several hundred kilometers away from the ocean, but hey, good on them. Okay, from the shotgun, drops back, wants the pass. Ball is up. He's got a man. Can he get it to him? Oh, broken up by the secondary.
Yeah.
Good double coverage.
Yeah, number 10 was the 10 receiver, Michael Eaglebear. And he almost brought it in, and he was covered by two guys at the same time, and he still almost brought it in. You're looking at a talent level here that's on the field right now on both the offense and the defense. It's just amazing to see this kind of talent brought together from both provinces.
Exciting. It just guarantees good football, right?
Yeah, it does. And, I mean, the last game was phenomenal. It was so back and forth. I mean, the injury slowed things down, and it made it, they had to do a runtime in the fourth quarter. But, it was such a tight game that it was 13-14 at one point, and it was only a 5-point lead at the half. So it'd be nice to see the same thing in this game here. Nice and tight.
Okay, and it looks like there's a flag on the play, so they're going to move the ball 5 yards up. Somebody was offside.
Well, actually, it looks like it's going to be a first down there. I moved it far enough that it was a first down. So
1st and 10, Alberta at the 39-yard line from the shotgun. There's the snap, a little high. There's the handoff. No, quarterback keeper. Can he get around the defender? Oh, spoils it. Did not take the bait. And let's see if we can find the name of that young gentleman who made the heads-up play, the ankle biter. Picked up 0 yardage on that play.
He does a great job here. I think it's number 21. I go with 21, Finn Shea, Cowichan football. Oh, we've seen Finn in the provincials the last couple of years, and he's just unbelievable. He tackles so well, and that's number 21, Finn
Look
Shea.
at that. Just doesn't only grab the ankles, but actually lifts his feet up off the ground.
Yeah, he did a great job. You see the hand come down on the thigh to guide himself, and then he gets both hands low and then pulls the feet right out from underneath the running back there. Really
Beautiful.
Good job.
Okay, so an early 7-point lead for BC over Alberta. Lots of football left to play. Tim Amy, Matt Macri, bbnsports.com. Here at the ABC Border Bowl All-Canadian Gridiron All-Star Showcase.
So second down there, the BC team jumped offside and gave the Alberta team a free 5 yards here and a repeat of the second down. And this is something that the BC team's going to want to limit the penalties here because you can't give up the free yardage. And it's twice now that they've done this.
With a shotgun. Dropping back, wants the pass, under pressure. And is he sacked? No, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. He's got to figure out something to do. Now he's in trouble.
Yeah, now he's in
No, still on his feet. Holy smokes, this kid's fighting like crazy.
Yeah.
And now he's
now he's in trouble.
Now he's in trouble. So he had a big loss of yards there.
Huge.
And his defense kind of let him down a little bit. Someone should have opened up a hole for him, or at least gotten open.
Yeah, well, you got to throw that ball away. At some point, you got to give up on the play here.
Yeah.
And he rolls outside. He's spun around here. Now he should have gotten rid of that ball.
Yeah.
Then he's really, really in trouble back here. But he gets out of that too. And at no point is he trying to get rid of that ball. And all you got to do is throw it down the field and out of bounds.
Yeah.
Or just out of bounds. Like get rid of that.
Yeah. But you're under pressure. You're trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
Trying to do a little bit too much, right?
Yeah. So I guess there was a penalty, right? Some sort of illegal block. They decline that and take the third down for where
I would say so.
Yeah.
That's quite the loss.
Yeah, huge loss.
All right.
And, well represented out there is the Cowichan Bulldogs. And you've seen two of them. You had Finn Shea and Nico Harris in on that play to run that quarterback down at the end. The Cowichan Bulldogs were in the BC 9-man provincials.
Okay.
This past fall.
Gotta love 9-man.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Well, we had a 9 because you and I, of course, do ChilliwackGiants.com. We do the Friday Night Lights here in Chilliwack. And our midget team last year went to 9-man.
Yep.
And I could get over how much fun it was. Like, it's just a great game.
It is. Any football is great football, Tim.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, but then, it's a more narrow field. There's fewer guys on the field. There's more passing.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was really good.
Yeah. And, we talk quite a bit at the BCCFA. And Joe Glesko's a big supporter of it. In the prairies, they play 6-man football.
Oh, okay. Smaller towns, right?
Yeah. Yep. Smaller towns, but the kids want to play football.
Here's the snap. Rolling out. He's looking for a man, and he's just can't get anything going. The BC defense early in this game just smothering.
Well, it's Finn Shea coming downhill here. He's just wrecking havoc in the backfield. So number 20, who is Josh Page, is trying to get out there, but there's Finn Shea and Nico Harris just making life difficult for him.
The Finn and Nico show in the backfield.
They're definitely holding up on defense. So they're going to do the punt, get the ball down the field.
35 yards, yep.
Into the BC end anyways, because they tried to go for it on fourth down last time. Didn't work, and then they cost them a one-place touchdown. So
they're not going to get they weren't getting the first down on that play. They had way too much yardage to make up. So it'll be a 1st and 10 BC on their own 50-yard line. BC with a 7-point lead over Alberta, 9:44 gone in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Drops back and looks the pass. Does he have a man? A little bit of a lateral and just over the head of the receiver. And that's Owen Sieben at quarterback, if I am not mistaken. Make out the number as a receiver, Matt Macri?
I can't. He's coming back across the field here, but these shirts don't really help out a lot with trying to see who that is.
People that design the uniforms don't broadcast. So they don't worry about things like being able to read the numbers okay from up in a tower. But anyway, no harm done. 2nd and 10 from the shotgun. There's the snap. Slot backs go. Drops back. Cocks it. And and there's your Matthew Gale. Very close.
Yep. Tried coming on a crossing route over the top, and Sieben put it right on him, but it was a little bit too hot, went right through his hands.
Now we of course live and breathe in the VCFL here in the Valley, Chilliwack, Abbotsford, that sort of thing. And I'm looking at this offensive setup, and I'm seeing North Langley. way they have the backfield set up, the quarterback and shotgun. No one moves. The exact same formation every single time. You can't read it.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see that. You're going to see that the coaches here, they watch these kids and they check these kids out and see how they're doing. And
that's an incomplete pass. Intended receiver Kyle Kearns of NDSS. Help me out here.
North Delta.
North Delta Senior Secondary. Okay.
Or
ND North Delta. That makes sense.
Notre Dame? No.
No. Secondary? No. It would be Notre Dame High School.
North Delta.
North Delta.
No. Yeah,
I said North Delta. Yeah. That's sure. We'll say North Delta.
Yeah.
We're wrong. Forgive us.
Yeah.
Lots of passing plays. 4th and 10 now, and they're going for it. They're just hoping to make a connect. The first pass of the game ended up in the end zone. Alberta's defense is tightened up on the secondary a bit. Now he's dropping back for another pass. Does he have a man? Didn't do it. So 4 and out. BC to start their second possession. 8:20 to go in the first. 4 straight passing plays.
Yeah.
And they went nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't complete on a single one of them. 4 in a row, and the receivers just couldn't hold on to it.
Well, it's like the Alberta secondary got burned on that first play, and they're not going to let it happen again.
Definitely playing them tight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they're really tightened up on the defense for the passing play. And they're giving the quarterback lots of time to throw.
Yep.
They're not going in for the blitz, right? Okay. Alberta ball. There's the snap. Under center. I formation. There's the handoff. Does he have room? A bit. No. Maybe. Fights.
Still going.
Picks up a good 3-4 yards. Not bad. That's a fighter in there. That was tough.
Really good extra effort there. I mean, he's caught right at the line of scrimmage, but ends up picking up about 3 or 4 yards on this play because he fought so hard.
And it's really all you need. Let's see if we can make out a number. Here's the handoff. And
It's right off his blocker.
can't read his number because they grabbed his jersey. Look at the fight, though. And he falls forward, automatically giving himself at least 1.5 yards. Oh, there's the pass. The ball was up. Oh, almost picked off. Looks like he had number 84 in his sights. That would have been Jackson Rigo of the Cochrane Lions.
Well, the defender had a better play on that ball, too. It was past the receiver, and the defender, I think, thought he might have a chance on this one. Puts the ball up, and, yeah, no one really could get at it, but he thought he was close.
Horseshoes and dancing, my friend. To a 3rd and about 7 for Alberta. I formation, under center. Roach is down low. There's the handoff. Nope, pitches out. Number 20. Whoa, he blows a tire. Oh!
He's frustrated.
That is.
Because he got out around the outside edge and he went to take off and lost his footing. That's got to be frustrating for a runner.
Dale Clenenden, am I saying that right? Clenenden,
yeah.
Yeah, the Leduc Ticats, heavily represented here today. Team Alberta and our future stars. Stars to the future. Okay, so
of the future.
we had 1 touchdown so far, and since then we've just switched ends.
Well, and what they've done here is they went to 4th down, so they're punting again, and they're pushing BC back. I mean, they figured, okay, there was that one pass that they didn't cover very well. Besides that, it was a 4 and out. So if they push BC back close to the end zone, it shortens the length of distance that they got to try and fight to get into the end zone.
Gotcha. Here we go. BC ball, deep in their own territory. From the shotgun, Owen Siebens. Those tailbacks won't move. Snap, handoff. Little room up the middle. Good fight. Picked up about 4 or 5 yards on that play. Not a bad play, Matt Macri.
Not a bad play. He gets out of the backfield and grabs a few yards there.
Number 35?
35. Jordan Tomika, North Langley Bears.
Tomika or Tamika? Tamika, okay. We have a habit of butchering names here on VBNsports.com, which isn't good, but we do our best. We apologize in advance.
Yeah, we feel really bad about it, especially when there are obvious ones. But when you're doing hooked on phonics, sometimes it just doesn't.
On phonics drops back. Ball is up. Does he have a man? One's open. Oh!
Oh, and he couldn't bring it in.
He had it and just couldn't hang on to it. Number 27, Caleb Gruniger of the Meadow Ridge Knights, who's just a phenomenal player. Double coverage, couldn't hold on to it. Oh, so close.
Right, here you go. Yeah, Gruniger comes out, takes off out of the slot, and he's down the field. He's got his defender beat, and the defender's just a bit behind him, but he's playing good coverage. And Gruniger gets the ball, but it's fingertips at the end of the ball, and he's trying to bring it in.
Number 5 from Alberta came in and pretty much knocked it out with his shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go again. Drops back. Rose has the man, and that's your man, Matthew Gale, with the catch. That should be enough for a first down and then some.
Yeah, I think that's good. Definitely going to get them to move the sticks, and they'll be able to have a fresh set of downs.
That's the play where they were looking for the last set of downs when they went 4 and out. That's what they were hoping for. Look at that, under cover, under pressure. I mean, the corner's practically on top of him. He still holds it in.
Well, the defender covered that beautifully. He just couldn't get that ball knocked out of his hand.
Okay, 5:25 to go. Lots of football left. The snap, the handoff. Does he have some room? He's got tons of room. Thanks to the O-line. Look at this. Cuts to the outside in enemy territory, forced out of bounds about the 46-yard line. And who is that? Number 24, Matt Macri.
Wesley Latour out of Mission, BC. 5'10", 180 pounds.
Fantastic run all the way from the backfield. Look at this. Gets the handoff. O-line does a brilliant job decoying.
Excellent
No one's
job.
touching him. Good stiff arm. And just fought his way out there. Heck of a run.
We saw him playing for the Meadow Ridge Knights Spring Bantam against Chilliwack Giants.
Yes.
Just a week or two ago.
Okay, yeah.
That's why the name's so familiar.
Okay.
Now the ball's coming way back though, so I don't know if there was a penalty after yards gained, but it'll still be first down and
Block from the back.
probably or a hold.
Either way, it's frustrating when you have such a good run, it gets hauled back.
But he picks up the first down again because when that happens after the yards are gained, you
Right.
still get the first down.
Oh, okay.
So
The snap. There go the slot backs. Dropping back another pass. Ball's up. He's got the receiver. Can he connect this time?
Oh, my
jeez. Holy moly, he had it. Oh, sometimes it just goes right through the hands.
it's Caleb Gruniger one more time here, and you know Gruniger's going to be frustrated with this because he's a sure-handed receiver, and he gets past the defenders. He has to slow down and wait for the ball, and
Just timed it wrong against his chest.
Just missed it. He's not going to be happy about that. He's a very competitive player.
Very
fabulous
competitive
player to watch play, but he's very competitive, and he's probably harder on himself than anybody else.
Well, you can see with his hands up, he's just like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. There go the slot backs. Here comes the snap. There's the handoff. Number 24 again, Latour. Does he get past the original line of scrimmage? He certainly does. That's a good 7-8 yard gain on that carry.
Huge pickup.
Oof, and in traffic.
He seemed to move further once he was made contact. It was like he's in his element. I'm going to push this pile. And he did a great job there.
I'm going to
driving
carry
that
you
forward.
all.
Yeah.
There's the handoff. O-line gives him tons of room. And now he just pushes. Oh, he has half his team was pushing too.
The O-line driving him back forward.
O-line deserved all the credit on that play because they had the gaps going in initially. Then they shoved him 4 or 5 yards after the play. So 3rd and about 4. From the shotgun, here comes the snap. Dropping back for a pass. He's looking. Does he have? And that was uncatchable.
Just out of the hands.
Yeah.
Just past the intended receiver. I think you're going to see BC punt here. They don't want to be caught in their end on a 4th down. Be interesting because they're having a bit of success at getting those first downs. But I think that the smart play here would be to punt.
They're talking about it. They're not going anywhere. Well, they're on their own 50-yard line.
Yeah.
So it's really, you're not really gambling.
You're on the 50-yard line. It's 4th and about 4. Yeah, it's not a big gamble. I'd have gotten out of my end, but it's just me talking, and I'm talking instead of coaching. So
there you go. There's the snap. Dropping back for a pass. Gutsy play. And almost picked off. I was expecting them to put them on the ground for that one. do a quick running play. And, you need 4 yards, just like bear down and fight for the 4 yards. But
Yeah, or a short pass. Like
Yeah.
just get past the first down marker and dump it off.
that's it. Just get the first down and then worry about the rest later.
Yeah.
But you have Owen Sieben. He's got a killer arm, and you got some great receivers out there. So what the heck?
Yeah.
And you know what? Gamble and lose. You tried, and it's kind of a lot more exciting than playing it safe. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, a 7-point BC lead. Things have sort of calmed down a little bit. BC scored in their first possession of the game.
Alberta's offense hasn't been able to get rolling yet.
No.
They need to get something going here. Even a first down or two, move the ball and get some confidence. Because
There's your snap. There's
they
the
have no
handoff.
chance.
Tons of room up the middle. Look at him running. And a la Matt Macri just kept going straight. Didn't
Yeah.
try and get fancy.
Nope.
Just pushed his way forward and came very close to the first down. Picked up some good yardage on that carry.
About 7 yards. About 7 yards on that play. Does a great job. Just keeps the shoulders low, drives himself forward, and gets up the field.
Okay. There's the snap. Drops back. Looking for a pass. Cocks it. Do you have a man? He's got one.
Oh, and he caught it,
Did he
too.
catch that? Look
He
at that. Wow. Number 26 for Alberta. Jackson Federer out of the, wait for it, Leduc Ticats at 5'7", 150 pounds, and just brought that in beautifully.
Number 22, Austin Patton, had great coverage on him, and he was still able to bring that ball in and get it down to the 10-yard line. Big pickup for this Alberta squad.
And this is what they need to get them into scoring position here.
Yeah. Get down into the red zone, and they should be good to go.
Comes the snap. Quarterback keeper rolling to the outside. No. Number 6 for Alberta. BC. Jack Nyros from Kelowna.
He was able to chase him down from behind, and he just couldn't get far enough ahead of him, get out of there to get rid of that ball.
Okay. ABC Border Bowl, VBNSports.com, Tim Amy, Matt Macri. All of a sudden, BC has a 70-point lead over Alberta despite only scoring 1 touchdown. That's amazing. Okay, $1:23 to go in the first. And that running play didn't quite pan out. We'll get BC to do it.
Yeah, but they got Alberta's here going to get in here and try and punch this into the end zone. BC's defense has come up big so far today. I mean, they had that huge passing. Alberta had that huge passing play, but BC's now going to try and stop them from scoring. Drops back, got his guy, throws it only where and he just out of the outstretched arms of the receiver. Referee's waving it off there, and quarterback's a little frustrated. He thinks there was some contact. I didn't see it too much there, but it was definitely too far out of the reach of that receiver.
All right. Let's roll here. ABC Border Bowl, VBNSports.com. Team Amy, Matt Macri. First quarter action between the future stars in the bantam age group, grades 7 and 8. Here we go. Alberta threatening. Drops back. Wants to pass. Does he have a man? Does he get that ball off? No, still carrying it. Number 20. Quarterback Josh Page out of the Spruce Grove Cougars. Trying to do it all in that backfield, and I think he wanted to pass the ball, Matt Macri,
Yeah,
but just didn't have a guy.
Didn't have anybody open, and now it's going to turn over. And this is, but Alberta's been playing this game of field position and just pushing BC further and further back. And I mean, they're making BC now start on their 10-yard line.
They're in a big hole because BC's leading by 70 points despite only scoring 1 touchdown. So
that's a typo.
to say the least.
It's 7-0. Oh, and a big scrum here by the defense. It gets in there hard after the quarterback. The handoff happened, and they just couldn't get anywhere going.
Nope.
And now it's going to be second and about 12, maybe 13 yards, because they knocked them back 3 yards on that.
That's Jordan Tamika for BC. We've seen him play a few times. So. Great player.
Oh, yeah. Phenomenal.
All right. Not a bad day in Kelowna. Not too hot, not too cold. A little bit of rain. Cool things off. From the shotgun, there's the handoff. Ball's on the ground. He's fighting to get up there. He gets some gaps, but they close it really quickly.
This Alberta defense, same thing that happened in the first game. As they started off slow, BC scored on their first offensive play. Here, BC scores on their first offensive play. But then the defense kind of wakes up, and then it's just shutting everything down, and it's doing it again here. I mean, we're at the end of the first quarter already. This has gone a lot faster than the first game.
I'd say so.
And they're switching ends. But BC, we got Mika there, got back to the original line of scrimmage at the 10-yard line. But they're not able to get out of their own end zone. And if they do end up having a punt, because it's third down now, and if they do end up having a punt, they're going to be punting from, their 10. The ball's going to stay in BC territory.
Okay. BBNsports.com. Now, you can vote for your favorite player.
Yep.
What's our website again? Help me out.
SLI.io.
And it's hashtag
ABC 2019.
And vote for your favorite player. There it is. We'd wait for maybe by halftime before you wait for your. We've had a few votes before the game started.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of cheating.
Yeah.
Let's let the game let's get a quarter or two under our belts here, then you can start putting your votes in.
And I'm watching the votes come in here because I put it up on the laptop over there. And I'm watching them come in. And, I'm not seeing anybody that we've actually said their name in the game yet. Oh, there's one for Jordan Tamika. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the snap. Dropping back. The throw. Ball is up. Great arm. Can he catch it? Oh. Is that Caleb Grunder again, number 27? He's snake bit. I've never seen Caleb drop a pass. Well, and he's having a tough time this afternoon.
He is having a really hard time of it here, and I think he might be able to make a case here. But there's a little bit of hand fighting.
Little bit there.
Little bit of hand fighting. I would say maybe he could make a case for it, but I don't think anybody's ever going to call that because he doesn't.
Well,
really,
look at the jersey grab though.
Yeah, it wasn't until after.
Right.
Usually when they're just playing handsies like that, the refs won't throw a flag.
Right.
But BC's going to punt the ball here because they're on their 10-yard line. The ball move up to their 45-yard line.
Yeah.
And Alberta's still going to be in very good field position.
BC is really, Owen Seaman's got just a magical arm, just superb. But they're relying on it all the time.
Well,
and they're tightening up. Alberta is tightening up the secondary, and they're making it harder to connect the passes. The passes are beautiful. The receivers are there, but also the corners and the safeties. So, they need to get the ball on the ground a bit more. Just 3-4 yards of carry, move it up the field.
Well, they're trying to do that. You see them giving it to Wesley Latour, you see them giving it to Tamika, right? They're giving it to their guys, but they're not getting any space to do anything with it. And you got to credit the defense of Alberta here.
And there's an Alberta pass. Incomplete. Just a tiny bit too short. The receiver dove for it, but couldn't haul it in.
On the flip side of that is the BC's defense is smothering anything the Alberta offense. They've had one big play for a first down so far. Besides that, they haven't had any luck whatsoever out there.
All right, VBNsports.com, Tim Amy, Matt Macri, bringing you the ABC All-Canadian Gridiron Border Bowl between the BC All-Stars and the Alberta All-Stars. And so far we've seen a pretty good matchup this afternoon at our Future Stars age group. A 7-0, they get the score fixed there. 7-0 BC lead over Alberta. And just started our second half. A coolish, rainier day for Kelowna. Here comes the snap. Under center. There's your handoff. Plowing his way through the O-line. And maybe picked up a yard or two.
Yeah, not a big pickup there, but he got a couple of yards on that play. Number 38 was David Gosiba.
Sure.
Yeah, 5'9", 160. St. Albert Fury.
The Fury. I like that. There's a cool name, the Fury. I like it when they actually think of an original name rather than steal it from a U.S. or college or NFL or CFL teams. The Fury. I like that.
Be second down here. Probably going to need about 8 yards on this play.
About that.
Yeah.
Second down, 8 yards, piece of cake. Let's see what they can do here. Under center. Here comes the snap. Oh, shotgun, drops back, wants to pass. Did he get sacked?
Yes, he
totally tripped up.
did. Yeah.
Number 9 at pivot, Julian Beaulieu from the Leduc Ticats.
You see, he gets out here. He gets the snap. Not a bad snap. I mean, great to him. He rolls out. He pump fakes, and then he rolls out to the side. And our cameraman fought on the pump fake there. He rolls out on the side, but actually just trips. He doesn't even really get tackled. He just kind of trips, and it knocks it back almost to past the original line of scrimmage.
All right, from the shotgun. They're running out of downs here. They need a big play. Now he wants to pass. He's got some time. Cocks it. Got the man. Picked off. Picked off. There goes BC in the other direction. He's got some room. That's your boy Matthew Gale. Unbelievable wheels. He's still on his feet. What a return. And look at the BC bench going crazy.
They're
just
excited.
going crazy.
They're excited. Matthew's had a really good game so far. I mean, now he's got that first down, that first play touchdown catch, and now he's got this great interception here. And he drops back and he puts the ball up, and Matthew just comes straight across in the air. He was triple covered. I don't think the receiver was getting that ball regardless, but Matthew does a great job of picking that off and then following blockers back, being patient, looking for his holes before he's finally taken down in front of the BC bench.
A very big return for number 11, Matthew Gale, out of the North Langley Bears. Yeah, North Langley Bears.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Kodiaks, but that's the new. Anyway, North Langley Bears. So a 1st and 10 BC. And it's been a bit of a back-and-forth defensive battle. There's only been one touchdown so far. We're 12 and a half minutes into the second quarter. Somebody just called a timeout. They think that's what just happened. Yeah, timeout called. Okay, bbnsports.com, Team Amy Matt Macri.
See, and here's the thing is head coach Dave Brass knows how quickly these games can turn.
Yeah.
7 points isn't enough.
No.
It's not enough. Not, in the second quarter. Definitely not at the half. He wants to put more points on the board now. He's going to look, him and his OC are going to be drawing up plans over there to strike now, strike fast, and see if they get the ball back and strike one more time. The defense is doing their job. They're shutting the Alberta team down. The Alberta team has a really tough problem getting any positive yardage whatsoever. The offense has to do their part now.
Yeah. And they have the tools. They're just not connecting.
Yeah.
Like they're just not, in sync.
Yeah.
So they need a quarter or two to get things going here.
You gotta slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down, Alberta, and make those connections.
It looks like the Alberta coaching staff all shop at the same store.
Yeah. I was gonna say matching tights and shorts.
All right. BC. Second down. Here we go. From the shotgun. Oh, dribbler of a snap. Still gets the ball off.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing the ball there.
You almost just want to jump on the ball or just grab it and maybe take a step forward, but he tried to get the pass off and just did not have the time. No way he could plant his feet. The defense was just there for him.
Yeah. They're moving the ball back that way, or the other way. I guess they'll go back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to call that an incomplete pass. He did get the arm coming forward, but lost the ball. So it'll be an incomplete pass.
All right. Here we go. From the shotgun, Owen Sieben at quarterback. Got the great arm. There go the slot backs. Drops back, wants to pass. Does he have a man? Ball is up. That's Gale. He catches it. And he's inside the 10-yard line for a 1st and goal, BC.
Well, that's unbelievable catch by Gale here, who's just having a monster day over on that sideline to take it down right around the 5-yard line. Fabulous throw. Even better catch.
So BC threatening now to get the second score of the game. They got the first one on their very first possession on a brilliant pass. Just boom, 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 boom.
They hustle over the ball. And, Owen Stevens making sure he's got all his tools in the right spot on the tool belt here. He wants to make sure that he gets this ball in the end zone.
And off.
Quick handoff.
Tries to cut in. Still on his feet. He's fighting. He picked up a few yards on that play, just inched themselves that much closer to the end zone.
Well, and here, Jordan Tomika really showcases his speed and elusiveness. He does about 3 or 4 cuts as he's coming across there. He just keeps stepping out, stepping back, getting the defense to stand up, and then taking the space that they give to him. It looks like there's a flag on the play there, so I'm not sure what that's for. I didn't see anything towards happening.
Maybe in the
offside on. Oh, they're going to call offside on the offense or on the defense.
Now, do you take that penalty? They picked up some yardage there, so they take the penalty and move it to the.
Yeah, it goes to about the 3-yard line. It's going to go half the distance goal line because it was on the 6.
Right. Well, there's a bit of a gain. That's a bit of a break for BC.
Yep.
And if you're Alberta, you got to cut that nonsense out because it's going to cost you.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So do they pass or do they run it on this play, Matt Macri? What do you think they're going to do?
Well, I'd always say I'm a run guy, so you keep the ball on the ground here and try and drive it in the end zone. It just depends on what down it is, too. I can't see the downs marker here. So it all depends on what down it is. And there's
Wobbler, ball's up. Incomplete pass.
Yeah. So it fakes me out there. I thought the running back had the ball. I was watching him, and all of a sudden Owen Sieben cocks back and throws. That was a great, great little deceptive play there. And he tried to do a little swing pass out to Jordan Tomika, faked the handoff to the big fullback, and swing pass out to Tomika. Totally faked me out. I was watching that. I was watching the
Well,
line.
we talk about unsung heroes, and the biggest unsung hero is always going to be the center.
Yeah.
So when you're getting perfect snaps, you don't even notice it. When you get one bad snap, you suddenly realize how important the center is. So that was just too much of you just couldn't get a play off.
Yeah.
Something happened to the ball there.
Another snap, and then it gets dropped. And now the ball's on the ground.
And who's got it?
Yeah, it's Alberta.
Do they recover?
Yeah, Alberta's got that ball, yep. So it's going to be a turnover here on about the 10-yard line.
Heck. Well, that's kind of interesting.
You get a bad snap like that, and he goes and he gets it up off the ground. Owen Sieben gets it up off the ground and tries to get it up to his running back, and he just kind of flings it to him. And then all of a sudden, the ball bounces off his chest, and it's all over the place. So now Alberta's got the ball, and they've got an opportunity here. Mind you, they're on their own 10-yard line. They got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But they got time to get there. So.
And they're only down by 7 points. But, the advantage of being on your own 10-yard line is the opposition doesn't have possession. They can't score, and you're going to move it the other way. So,
yeah.
But Alberta's got to get their offense in sync. They're just not connecting, and they need a couple of good plays here to get things rolling. Here comes the snap. Keeping it on the ground. Keeping it simple. Number 2. Fighting his way up. I'm going to give him a good 5-6 yards on that carry.
Yeah, he made a really good pickup on that. He got to about the 16-yard line, so it's going to be second and about 4. And it was number 2, Judah Platt, who got that. And Judah's coming in at 5'10", 175 pounds.
That's pretty solid.
When he drops those shoulders and runs forward, he hits you hard. And you can see the body's moving backwards there on him.
All right. Row set in the backfield. And somebody jumped.
Yeah, I think the slot back was offside.
You see the BC players clapping, so I'm assuming that play was against Alberta.
Yeah.
So that'll move it back 5 yards. So.
Yeah. And this is the biggest problem. I think I spent more time in the searching camp working on the timing of the snap.
Yeah.
Than anything else because, you talk about the offensive line being from different clubs. The receivers and slot backs who are in motion are from different clubs. So they got to get used to that quarterback's cadence. And it's really tough that way.
Okay. Let's see if Alberta can get something rolling here. Here comes the snap. Handoff, cuts to the outside, breaks one tackle, and brought down again and that BC defense, they're really in sync. They're really playing well. Number 22, Austin Patton for the North Langley Bears.
He's made a couple good plays here. They got a couple blockers out in front. They got the big runner that takes off. It was the other 22, Dale Clenenden, and he just takes him out right at the heel. Ankles.
That's part of the heel's part of the foot. That works. You hit a guy's heel. Fair enough. Okay. Alberta on the snap. Roast in the backfield. Everybody's moving. He's dropping back to pass. Ball's up. Does he have a man?
Oh, just out of the reach. Just out of the
out
reach.
of reach.
And the receiver wanted that. He wants that back. Number 26, Jackson Faraday. He's like, I should have had that one.
So do they kick? Do they take the 35 yards?
Yeah.
Looks like they're doing that, yeah.
Yeah, you take the 35 yards at this point. You're sitting around your own 10-yard line. You got to move the ball as far away from your end zone as you can.
I like this Alberta team, but their offense just the defense is actually playing really well.
Yeah.
The defense is totally keeping them in it, but the offense just can't get in sync. They just can't click, and it's a bit of a problem for them. So they need to figure that out very least for the second half, because they're not bad. They're not having a bad game. They can't get things coordinated, right?
Yeah.
And you get frustrated, and it just. But one good play, things sort of click, things snap, and you're moving forward, and then everything kind of changes for you.
We talked about this earlier about momentum. You know, when they had the injury in the first game, it takes away from the momentum that either team was starting to get. And if you can't get momentum at the start of a game, things are going to stumble, right? When you start to get some momentum.
And it looks like there was a nice-looking handoff, but we have a flag on the play, so let's see what they say.
It was a really fast flag just as he's coming around the line through the line of scrimmage there. I'm guessing it's going to be a holding call.
So a slim. You were saying David Brass knows that 7 points isn't going to last.
Oh no, it was against the Alberta team, so it's getting waved off here, and they're moving the sticks because that was a first down run.
Okay.
Yep.
You're saying David Brass appreciates that a 7-point lead in a game like this isn't going to last.
No.
Watching this game now, past several minutes, I'm not so sure. I think we may be in this exact spot for the rest of the afternoon.
He may be safe. No, but you know what? I know Coach Brass. He ain't going to be happy regardless. So,
and Owen Seaman brought down by that great defense of Alberta, but we have a flag further down the field.
Yeah, we got another flag down the field there. I wonder what that one's going to be because this is huge for Alberta. They ran him back about 15 yards here. So they're putting the ball back up there, and they're going to go.
And hauls him down. Good sack.
So it looks like he made the procedure call and pointed at the defense. So it must be an offside on the defense. I'm not sure what the penalty is here, but it's going against the defense, and it's going to go 5 yards further up the field. It's going to give BC a first down.
Well, a lucky break for BC because they had pretty much lost yards on that play.
Yeah.
And now they get a first down out of it, and they're that much closer to the end zone, but can they capitalize? They were here just a few moments ago. All right, from the shotgun. Dropping back, looking for a man. Here goes the ball. Can he capitalize?
Nope,
No.
Just out of the hands. Just out of the hands. One more time. That's number 2.
Jacob Brass from the Meadow Ridge Knights, and that's probably Dave Brass's kid.
Yeah, it's his son. Jacob Brass is a phenomenal football player. This kid can do everything out there. If they really needed to, I think he'd probably throw in his quarterback too. But man, you look at him. He doesn't look like a big, strong guy, but he plays linebacker.
Right.
And once again, like I was saying earlier today, you could hear him hit.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
Here comes the snap. Gets the ball off. He's inching towards that end zone inside the 10-yard line. That's a first and goal for BC. And number 24, Wesley Latour out of Mission, makes something happen when BC needed something to happen.
Yeah, great running here. You got Wesley steps to the right and takes off to the left and just comes down the line nicely, just out of the hands of the tacklers. And it was a beautiful number 26 in Jackson Faraday who was able to hold on to that 1 foot and roll with him and take him down.
So 1st and 10 BC, needing to put another 6 points on the board against Alberta. From the shotgun. There's the drop. There's the handoff. Does he get in? He picks up a few yards. He's a lot closer than he was. Probably moved at least 3 yards closer to the end zone.
Yeah, I think he picked up about 3 there. I think this is Latour. Nope, this is number 20.
Gage Del Mura from Bolinas.
Bolinas
Bolinas. Where's
High
that?
School on the island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bolinas Whalers.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that name.
Very, very, very good program over there on the island. See them in the Dome almost every year.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got a good football program. A lot of good football from over on Vancouver Island.
Yep. Here comes the snap. The handoff, 24 up the middle. He's going to be in the end zone.
Fights
Nice
his way
touchdown. Wesley Latour from Mission makes it happen and gets BC those 6 points they desperately were trying to get.
Yeah. Well, great job by Wesley Latour here. Just to drive forward, gets the ball, cuts straight up, drops his shoulder, and drives those legs. And here's one of the things. The defense on the Alberta side has been playing great, but I didn't like the way they defended him right there.
Okay.
Everybody grabbed waist high. Waist or higher.
Oh.
Lots of shoulders, lots of back, nobody took the legs.
Yeah.
Right? And what have I told you 100 times, Tim?
Go low.
Go low. Go low.
Run straight. Go low. And
It's good to me.
I was waiting for the.
Yeah. We don't trust
There you go.
our-
Okay, there we go.
We don't trust our eyes anymore. So
Yeah. Well, the angle, because you
Yeah.
can't really see it go through the uprights all that clearly, but that's good. So that's a 14-0 BC lead on a nice little drive. Alberta's defense has been playing really well, and they got the ball back. BC was on their own offensive 5-yard line. They recovered a fumble nicely.
Yep.
Got the ball down the field, but then, of course, they just couldn't get their offense going, and that just allowed BC to come back and get the second touchdown. So about 5:42 go in the second half. BC will now kick over to Alberta, vbnsports.com, Tim Amy Man Macri. Here at the ABC Border Bowl All-Canadian Gridiron Showcase in Kelowna, British Columbia.
Yeah, Alberta's got to be frustrated. I mean, their defense is playing good. I mean, they've given up 2 scores, but
Could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse. They play very good defense here. But their offense just can't get going, and as soon as they get that rolling, I think we'll see a whole different ball game.
There's the kick. Number 21. He needs a bit of blocking. He's got some room. Fights. Gets to about the 35-yard line. Who was that? Who's that young man?
Mason Lane, 5'10", 180 pounds, out of
Leduc.
Ticats. Fields it really well here, and then takes off. You got to go upfield. You can't run across the field. There he looked like he ran directly across the field. You got to turn upfield. He ran a long way only to get a few yards, and it was number 6, Jack Nyrose, that took him down.
Well, it looked to me as though he was looking for blocking.
Yeah.
He wanted to follow a blocker, so he got himself lined up to try and get to the blocker, but it was too late. Anyway, he held onto the ball. He's on the 35-yard line. Decent enough field position. Let's see Alberta do something. Here we go. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Now he's got some room. He's got some wheels. Oh, good tackle, but he picked up a good 5-6 yards on that. Number 20 for Alberta, Josh Page, the quarterback. And Josh Page is out of the Spruce Grove Cougars. Pardon me. Big, strong kid. Look how strong he is. Nicely tackled right there, but he still picked it up.
And I'm thinking that's number 26, Tristan Vernay. The Shuswap Chargers are making the tackle there. And
Chargers,
The Chargers, yep. I love the Shuswap Chargers. And they come.
There's the handoff up the middle. He's got some room. And if he doesn't have that first down, he's pretty darn close. And the O-line's doing great. They're opening up those gaps, and they're letting them run up the middle.
That's 38, David Kokuba. He does a really good job here. Gets the ball, cuts back, and drives forward. And I think he's within a yard of the first down marker.
He's pretty close. It's one of those scenarios, if he had realized it, he could have just stretched his arm out going down. But
yeah.
Third down. He's got 2 more tries. There's the drop. There's the handoff. Now they got
down.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at
Plus
the
a
fight.
bunch.
Picked up an extra 5 yards on top of the first down, so they're on the 50-yard line now. And Alberta's got a little offensive roll going here, and they're moving that ball up the field.
Well, and I think they try to simplify. Just power it up the field, get it up the middle, 5 yards of carry, we're good. That's all you need is simplification.
Doesn't need to be pretty. It just has to work, right?
Yep.
Keep it simple. KIS, keep it simple. KISS, keep it simple. Stupid. An old radio.
Yep.
Old radio saying.
We say that in IT all the time. Sometimes you make the problems bigger than they got to be.
Yep.
Yep. You keep it simple, pound it up the middle. That's all you got to do. You got a timeout here as a injured player is helped off the field.
Well, he's walking off on his own, so
that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
We like seeing that.
He'll probably just sit out for a few plays. We just got a little tidbit of information about the logistics at the field today. I'm not going to share it with you. It's not that important.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
1st and 10 of the 50. Alberta ball in the shotgun. There's the drop. Wants the pass. Does he have a man? Ball's up. Nice catch. On its feet. Breaks one tackle. Pushed out of bounds, and that's the big offensive play Alberta's been trying to make all afternoon. They finally click.
Well, it's number 26, Jackson Faraday here, makes this catch, and it's a great pass. He just kind of rolls out a little bit and jumps the ball down to Faraday, who gets turned up the field, does a fabulous job of staying in bounds, finally pushed out of bounds, and this is what the Alberta coaches wanted, some momentum for their offense.
Yeah, and now they're in the offensive zone.
Yeah.
Probably the first time today. There's the snap, dropping back, wants the pass, needs a man. Ball's up. There's a receiver down there, picked off, overthrown.
Well, and you know what? I'm going to be very, very critical here that there should be a flag on this play, because as the receiver was running, the defender steps right in front of him here. Oh, yeah, we didn't catch that all on the replay.
Yeah, it was before the pass was made. I know what you mean. There was double coverage on the receiver.
Yeah. So there was one high and one low, and the guy low stopped the receiver from finishing his route, and the ball ended up in the second defender's hand. But there's no call on that play.
2:52 to go in the second, a 14-0 BC lead. So Alberta had some momentum, got a tough break, overturned the ball, and now that really solid Alberta defense has a chance to get that ball back, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if they managed to strip that sucker.
Yeah.
It's a good defense. It's playing really solid, and only down by 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Yeah. And so it's halftime. You're only down by 2 scores.
No big deal.
Yeah. And Dave Brass knows that. Coach Dave Brass of the BC team knows that as well. And he's going to be saying the same thing, that he's going to be wanting another 7 points on the board here before halftime.
And here's the just called a timeout.
Yeah.
So I'm at the provincial championship calling the game. This is about 5 years ago.
Yep.
And we're in Langley.
Okay.
And I can't remember who's. It was the Bantam age group. And I think it's the South Surrey and Langley or whatever. Anyway, one team's down at the half. And I go into the men's room. And as I'm in the men's room, I'm on the other side of the wall from the one change room.
Yeah.
Locker room for the team that was losing. And I can just hear the coach, 1 touchdown. 1 touchdown, we're back in this. 1 touchdown. He's like screaming at his kids, getting them pumped up. Sure enough, came back, won the game in the dying seconds.
Oh, geez.
Just
nice.
But, you know, it's like I'm in the locker room, man. It's totally cool. I'm like listening. I'm in the bathroom, like listening through the wall.
Yeah.
1 touchdown.
That's it. That's it.
You know, it's just you get the one score, you get some air in your sails, wind in your sails, and away you go.
Sometimes that's all you need, right? You know, and it's funny. I used to coach baseball when my son was much younger. He played baseball in the spring and football in the fall, and I coached baseball. And the kids would go to me, "What's the score, coach?" I said, "We're down by 2." Didn't matter what the score was. We're down by 2, right? You got to go out there and keep playing the whole game. We could be up by 100. I'd tell them we're down by 2.
Hand off the backfield, BC.
Oh, there goes
got
Tom
some
Cook.
blockings, got some room, it's got some fight. Look at this. And out of bounds, picks up a good 15, 20 yards on that carry. What a great run. Number 35 for British Columbia. Jordan Tamika out of the North Langley Bears. Look at this.
Yeah, Tamika does a great job here, following his blockers, hitting the holes with speed. He's got such a burst when he comes through that hole. Rips out of the one defender there and finally gets pushed out of bounds way, way down the field.
So Howie Long of now Fox Sports fame and a former Oakland Raider. And he was what, a linebacker? Defensive lineman. It's a big, big, strong, physical guy. Anyway, here's the snap. Here's another handoff, copycat play. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. So he's, of course, a football guy from the Boston area, played a lot of hockey, multiple sport athlete, never played baseball. Knows nothing about baseball. So he's coaching his kids' team, and they stick him as the third base coach. Well, what does he do? Sends every kid home. Because I don't care who he is. I don't care if it's a chance, he has no chance, whatever. Short kids, fat kids, tall kids, skinny kids. Yep. I'm not denying some kid a chance to score. So if they're coming towards me, I don't care what that ball is, I just send them home. I can just imagine this volunteer coach going up to Howie Long at the third base coach, trying to get him to talk some sense into him. It's like, nah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Just send him home.
There's a flag on this play before it even starts. I think it's going to be, it's on the BC team. They're going to move back 5 yards.
Evans.
And it's funny. It's funny that you say that. When I coached, I always coached first base.
Okay.
And it didn't matter if it was a walk, if the ball was hit into the outfield, or the pitcher it was being thrown back to the pitcher. I sent him to second base.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, go. They knew they'd hustle down the line because they'd be full stride when they hit first base.
Oh, I get you.
And
okay.
Turn the corner.
Just let them go.
Just let them go. Every once in a while, I'd go like this, get the stop hand out, and they would know to stop at first base. But we coached them that you just go.
Yeah.
Make them try and get you out at second base.
Well, use the speed, and it's more fun, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here comes the snap. Dropping back. He wants to throw. Under pressure. He's got to scramble. He's running outside. Does he get rid of that ball? And he's just shy of the first down, so not a bad carry. Owen Sieben, he can scramble.
He can. And it's one of the things that, you have to respect his arm, but at the same time, he's got long legs. When we played him last year, or the JB team I helped coach, played him in the semifinals, and our halfbacks, because they were scared of his arm, kept dropping back. They wouldn't come up and contain.
Right.
He'd run for 7 yards. Yeah, and he'd run 7 yards out of bounds. 7 yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there going, the halfbacks, you're killing me here. You guys, one of you guys run forward.
Somebody.
But you got to respect that arm.
And that was, I guess, fourth down, and they're going to do the kicks till they move the ball 35 yards.
Yeah.
$1.50 to go in the first half. A 14-0 BC lead over Alberta. ABC Border Bowl on VBNSports.com. Team Amy Matt Macri live from Kelowna, British Columbia. Beautiful community in the BC's Okanagan Valley. A bit cool, a bit wet, a bit rainy. Nonetheless, kids are loving it. Lots of fun.
Loving every minute of it.
You having fun, Matt Macri?
I'm having a blast.
Darn tootin' you are.
Yeah.
Here we go. BC, Alberta ball, handoff. He's got some room. He's got some blocks and stuff, but not before he picks up a good 5 yards on that carry.
Yeah, there's some good pickup there. Probably more closer to 4 yards, I think. But, man, it was a good run.
And don't forget SLI.do, event code, hashtag ABC 2019. You can vote the Viewer's Choice Award. Pick the top player that you feel was on the field today. Easy for me to say. And now that we're into the second quarter, almost in the second half, you can vote away because, they've actually done something.
Yeah. Not your favorite player on the roster, the top player on the field.
That's right. It may not be your kid.
I got a big pickup here by number 22.
Good run.
He looks really happy about this one. Again, see where it got to on the field here. Let me
bit of an obstructed view for us. And it appears as though we're having some technical difficulties, so stay with us for a few minutes here. Okay, we're going to take a quick break while we get our internet issues straightened out. VBNSports.com, Team Amy, Matt Macri.
Number 19, Evan Slater, the injured BC player.
Game face on already. He's strutting. He's strutting like he's number one.
We're back and running. Thank you very much for your patience. And it looks like Alberta just had a great run right up the middle.
Yeah, we got about 47 seconds left on the clock, and they've seemed to have punched at least one first down. And number 22, who is Dale Clenenden, is driving the ball forward here one more time.
Big, strong Alberta farm boy. Holy moly, that kid's a beast. Alberta needs to get some points on the board before that clock runs out. It's just that psychological boost at the end of the half. You finish on a high note.
Yeah, they're all huddled around the ball. The referees are all huddled around the ball. I don't know if they're checking the spot of it or whether it's another first down yet. It's going to be just short. Oh, they're going to measure. That's why they're good.
Bringing out the chains.
Bringing out the chain gang.
So close.
And that's a big thing for the Alberta team. They want to know, make sure. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a first down.
There you go.
Gives them a fresh set of downs with 47 seconds to work with. I think they might even have a timeout or two left. I think I wasn't keeping track of those.
You're not counting the timeouts, Matt?
No. No, I got too much other stuff on the go, but
pardon me.
Usually I could spot them and keep on top of it. But sorry,
Get that little piece of paper with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cross thing going.
slacking today.
Okay, pardon me. There's the pitch to the outside. 22, Alberta, looking for some room. He's fighting hard on his feet. And he picked up a few yards on that play.
Looks like he picked up another 5 yards on it and moved the ball forward. Nice pitch out here. It's number 22 one more time. Dale Clenenden. And big tackle. Big tackle.
And he fell forward on the tackle, too.
By number 57, who is, or 67, Dylan Wilson of the Cowichan Bulldogs.
Gotta love the Bulldogs. Dropping back for a pass. Ball's up. Does he have the man?
It got batted. It got batted, and the other receiver who was behind, because the ball went almost straight up in the air, just about caught up to it.
Trying to make a little chicken salad there, but just couldn't bring it in. Couldn't find the mayo. All right, had the chicken. Never mind. All right. It wasn't that funny. Okay. Well, they need to get the ball in the end zone, so I see the passing play.
Yeah.
It's short time on the clock's got to be down to about 30 seconds now.
Ticking away. 12 seconds.
12 seconds. I stand corrected.
Where you're sitting, actually.
Here comes the snap. They don't need to know that. Here comes the snap. Looks like he's going for a lateral pass. There's the handoff. Cuts to the outside. He needs blocking. He's not getting it.
He doesn't have any.
And unfortunately, that play just blew up. Number 84 for Alberta. They wanted to get Jackson Rigo of the Cochrane Lions.
And here, there's a bit of it's almost like a bit of a miscommunication, misdirection. Fumbles the handoff. Gets a big block there, but then nobody else blocks any of these other guys. And there's one
just smothered.
4 guys on top of him right away.
Looks like he wanted to pass it, but then he handed it off to the, it's like a blown past jet sweep sort of make-up play, right?
Oh, look at that. Somebody gave Alberta 7 points.
That's thoughtful of them.
Yeah.
Better than giving BC 70 points. There we go, 14-0. All right.
There you go.
Now, is that the end of the half?
Well, I think there's going to be one more play here because there was a timeout called.
Okay.
So I think there's going to be one more play here. There was about 4 seconds left on the clock. So we got 2 seconds back left on the clock. So, BC, play all your guys deep. Like, keep everything in front of you.
Yeah.
Alberta, get over the end, get into the end zone.
All you got to do.
Yeah.
It's just that simple, Matt Macri.
Yeah. Get it into the end zone.
Here comes the snap. From the shotgun.
Quads to the right there.
He's dropping back to pass, and somebody's offside. Right on the snap, so you know it's an offside.
Yeah. Procedure.
Against the offense. So 5 yards against Alberta. one of our many referees and officials on the field, make this game possible. Their expertise. All right. Now we're going to see a pass attempt to the end zone.
Yeah. Kind of exciting.
It is.
Everybody knows what's going to happen here. It's just whether they can do it or not.
Drops back. Under pressure. Ball's up. Beautiful pass. Can he do it?
Oh!
That was close.
Yep.
Very, very close. He almost had it.
That was a very, very close to being a catch there and a touchdown on the last play of the half.
Here comes a snap. Beautiful pass. Finally got a good pass off. And look at this. Just so close. Number 17 right through the hands. Austin Grundy, the Spruce Grove Cougars.
Yeah. And number 26, Jackson Faraday. He was back in that area too, but it was in number 9, the quarterback Julian Bolio was able to put one up there into the end zone. Just couldn't quite get it.
Okay, we're going to take a break at halftime. Tim Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com, live from the ABC Border Bowl, Kelowna, British Columbia. And we're back after that quick, brief halftime. BBNSports.com. Tim Amy, Matt Macri here. And the All-Canadian Gridiron ABC Border Bowl, Kelowna, British Columbia. A 14-0 BC lead, and not a bad first half.
No.
The only downside is Alberta just couldn't get their offense rolling.
No, and it's starting to show some signs of life right there at the end of the first half. And luckily for them, they get the ball back to start the second half.
And we got an attempted onside worm burn of a kick, fielded nicely by Alberta. Oh, pulled down about the 54-yard line. That's number 13. Defensive back Reese Wolper out of the Junior Coyotes. It's Coyote or Coyotes? What do you think?
Coyotes.
Coyotes? Junior Coyotes? Yippee-yi-yay, Coyote? Okay, no problem. Coyotes it is.
There's that opening touchdown on the replay there.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful catch.
Here we go. This is the replay on this run right here. The Coyotes.
All down by number 88 for BC, which is, of course, Vincent Bowie of the North Langley Bears. Another handoff, another fight.
Big run.
That was a nice run. That's good for a first down. Number 22 is out of Dale Clendenin out of the Leduc Ticats. Has had a really good afternoon. Put up some good numbers.
Yep. And the fight after is just unbelievable in him. He just does a really good job of fighting that ball. And here we go one more time with the Wile E. Coyotes. Gets the ball and runs it forward.
All right.
He's second and short here. He's only going to need about a yard or two to get a first down.
Going from the shotgun, too. Drops back, wants to pass, and just short. This is when you do a little quarterback sneak,
Yeah.
Under center and just push through and
drive forward.
Just get your downs.
Yeah, no, good idea on this play. Nice little swing pass. Quarterback just didn't get the ball to him. He was wide open. He had the room in front of him. So if he caught that and turned upfield, he would have had enough for the first down. But the quarterback, number 20, Josh Page, just couldn't get that ball over to him.
All right, here we go. Third and probably about a yard or two. From the shotgun. Here comes the snap. Drops back, wants another pass. Does he have a man? And they bumped into each other, but I don't think that's pass interference.
Well, it's not pass interference, but it could be considered holding. I think because the defender got turned around and just in the way, they're not going to call anything on that. But definitely, it was it inhibited the receiver getting to where the ball was.
No call, though.
No call.
Not much you can do.
And I think Alberta's going to stick with it here. They're not going to punt. They're going to stick with it. They're going to get under center.
Yeah.
Maybe this is where you see that what you wanted
That
to
sneak.
see there. That sneak where he just drives himself forward. Nope, he's going to hand it off. And
does he do it?
no, he's going to be short. He's still fighting. He's still going.
I gotta admire the fight in that kid, but he just couldn't do it. 99.
99 is Jaden Strozik from the Cowichan Bulldogs.
He's a bulldog and a half.
Coming in at 6 feet and 187 pounds. And he used all of that there to get up into and make that stop.
All right, here we go. So BC takes over. And that's Alberta's problem this afternoon is they get a good drive going, but they stall, right?
Yeah.
Like they should have quarterback sneaked it on second down or whatever and just gotten the darn yardage. Gosh darn it. Give me the phone. Making a phone call. Well, speaking of phone calls, give me a sec. Here comes the snap. Got Owen Seaman, a quarterback. There's a handoff. 27, cuts to the outside. Got a bit of blocking. Got a bit of room. Breaks one tackle. Fights past another, still on his feet, and he gets a first down. Very nice bit of running by the BC Caleb Gruniger, the Meadow Ridge Knights, and that's where this kid shines.
Oh, for
Give him
sure.
that ball, get him to the outside. He's got so much speed. Really tough to tackle.
Yeah, he's a great runner. He's got great burst, and you see it here. He comes across on the jet sweep and gets to the outside so fast that the defenders are scrambling to get to him, and it's not until someone deep in the defense finally was able to bring him down.
So you and I broadcast, and I'll use the word star on another show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using the term loosely, but what the heck. ChilliwackGiants.com. And sometimes we talk other sports. We were talking baseball last week.
Right.
And we were wondering about Seattle Seahawks
there's gonna be a penalty on this play here, and it looks like that whole run's gonna be negated and moved back.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the Seattle Seahawks. At one point in our lives, we were able to just come home and watch them on Cairo 5, King 7, whatever it's called, right?
Right.
Here we go. Hang on. From the shotgun comes the snap. There's the handoff. Does he get some room? Does he get some blocking? Cuts to the outside and haul down maybe a few yards. Maybe.
That's Wesley Latour, and they had Caleb Gruniger go across in motion pre-snap, and had the defense keeping an eye on him, and had Latour come back the other way. But this big defensive end wasn't having none of it and just held on as long as he could. Number 69, who is Matt Knoll, Spruce Grove Cougars.
Anyway, so we were talking about the Seattle Seahawks and how we can't see them on TV anymore. So I called the Seahawks the other day.
Yeah.
Called the head office. Well, they're on Roots Sports. And the only way to get it in this part of the world, we have to subscribe to it. Oh. Ball is up. There's the throw. He's got a man. Nice catch by Gruniger.
No,
picked off.
Out of his
Beautiful.
hands.
Number 12 going the other way. Breaks one tackle. Pushed out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And that's exactly the Isaac Valu of the Wainwright Warhawks brought it, and just perfect interception, and exactly what Alberta needs to get back in this game. I thought Caleb Gruniger had that. He rips it right out. He did.
Yeah,
he pulls it right out of his arms. What a run.
Now, there could be an argument made that he landed on the ground, bounced, and it was pulled out of his hands at that point. He should have been down when he hit the ground there. But he did have his hands on the ball inside of Caleb's arms
exactly.
there. And came up with the ball.
We have some flags, though, so what's happening?
So here's the play here. So they both got hands on the ball.
Yeah.
And as he comes down, Gruniger doesn't look like he has full control of it. The ball kind of bounces off his arm there.
Exactly it.
Yep, and he's got both his hands on the ball at the same time. So you look where he hits the ground there. The defender, number 12, who is Isaac Valu, has both hands on that ball and is able to bring that ball up out of his arms before Caleb Gruniger actually has possession.
Talk about staying with it as a member of the corner.
Yeah. Stays with the ball there.
Yeah. And the ref's right there.
Yeah, he was right on it. That was a very good view of it. Gruniger didn't have that ball locked away. He had control. He kept it up off the ground, but he didn't have it locked away and have full possession. 1st
and 10. Alberta gets a break. There's the handoff up the middle. Picked up maybe a yard.
When there was 2 flags on the play and the ball came all the way back to pretty much where he made the interception, maybe a little bit upfield from that. There's obviously some bad blocking for him going back the other way.
Well, that's part of the problem, too, because all of a sudden you're blocking one way, the ball's coming back the other way, and it's almost impossible not to do an illegal block, right?
Yeah.
Because the guy's going to turn around, and that's the tricky part of interception. So here we go.
Yeah.
Still, they get possession. So from the snap, drops back, wants a pass, ball's up. He's got a man, number 84, and a good catch. And that gets it to where it would have been had there not been a flag. Number 84 for Alberta, Jackson Rigo of the Cochrane Lions. Nice catch. I'm guessing that's his dad right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wide open double coverage. Right in the breadbasket. Everybody did their job on that play. And there's some Alberta fans. Loving every minute of it. Pitch out in the backfield. Oh, stuffed. Those fancy running plays they're trying to pull are kind of dangerous because the BC defense is sort of all over them. And I think they need to simplify it. Just quick handoff in the backfield, up the middle, get the 3-4 yards per carry. They're sort of trying to go cute, pound to the outside. But the defense just isn't holding the O-line isn't holding the defense. And they just can't get the yardage going.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. High formation. There you go. Look at that. Hand off.
Big run.
Great run. 6-7 yards on that?
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
Number 38, who's David Kokuba, is able to just plow the ball forward. Yep, nothing fancy, but gets the ball up the field, closer to a first down.
Just got to get it done. That's all you got to do. All right. 14-0 BC over Alberta. 9:27 in the third. Here comes the snap. Under center. I formation. Hand off. Same play. Up the middle. And got to be pretty close to a first down on that.
Be really close. David there, number 38, does a really good job of just pushing the ball forward. I think he did get a first down on that one.
If not, it's awfully close. All right, I formation, under center. There's the snap.
Quick handoff.
That's what they need to do. Just get the ball off quick and get up there.
Yeah.
All right, VBNSports.com, Tim, Amy, Matt Macri. Kelowna, British Columbia, the All-Canadian Gridiron ABC Bowl. And a 14-0 BC lead over Alberta for the Future Stars age group. But Alberta is pressing with about 8.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Here comes the half. Here comes the half. Here comes the snap. Drops back, wants to pass. Does he have the man? And something got a little crossed up there, and I think that ball was a bit off.
Yeah, way off. It looks like the one receiver went in and the other went up the line, and he kind of put it in between the two of them. I don't know if he got confused on who was running what route there, but he just didn't get the right angle that he wanted.
All right, let's see him try and do it again. .8:14, clock ticking. Quarter and a half to go. I formation. Hand off up the middle. I give him 3 yards on that.
Yeah, he picked up a couple of yards there.
BC's defense is really swarming. Like they're really shutting down that run game, shutting down the passing game.
Yeah, I have to agree. They've done a really good job, and they're coming in waves, and that's really helping them out with shutting down this run game here. Is that the defensive line's coming through, and if they're beating them, the linebackers are right behind them. They're coming in waves, and they're all stepping forward, stepping up to the ball. They're doing a really, really good job.
There you go. Another handoff up the middle. A little bit better result on that one.
Yeah.
Ball punched loose.
It looked like it was, but I think he got it back. Ari was down before it was knocked loose there. And you got this the red helmets out there, the Cowichan Bulldogs, and there's 4 of them on the field, and all 4 of them are around the ball almost every play.
That's a fancy helmet. Kind of like that.
Browns but reds.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like brown, but a different color. Okay. Under center. And we get a handoff, and somebody jumps somewhere. There's a flag.
Yeah. Well, look, it was number 7 on the offense or the defense that came across into the neutral zone unimpeded. So they're going to be 3-5 yards here for Alberta. And it's frustrating, especially where they're located here on the field, and they're right in the BC end, and give them that 5 yards when you're trying to stop them. I think that might have been enough yardage for a first down. I can't see the marker from this angle here,
right,
but it should be enough yardage for the down.
And Alberta just needs that break, right? They
Yeah.
just need that one big play, and they've come close, and it's been brought back, and their offense the defense is playing perfectly fine, but the offense needs to step up. There's the handoff. Can't get through the O-line. Still on his feet. Good effort, like not giving up, but they just the gaps aren't there for the running game.
Yeah.
They just can't get through to get that big yardage. Going the other way?
I guess they didn't get the first down on that penalty because, after that one, they're turning it over on about the 20-yard line of BC when BC's going to get the ball and be coming back the other way.
Okay, well, BC will take over, 14-0 lead. 6.5 minutes in the third quarter, the All-Canadian Gridiron Border Bowl from Kelowna, British Columbia. Here comes the snap. There's a handoff. Now that run gets shut down. So there's a lot of run shutting down going on here.
Yeah, the run defense on both sides of the ball here is phenomenal. No one's really getting off too easy. They're hitting them hard and fast.
Look at this. No room to go anywhere. From the pistol. Tyler Bergen at center. And nobody can hold anybody. Just boom.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay. 2nd and 10. BC. There's the snap.
Gruninger.
To the outside. Nice little fake there. I sort of lost track of the runner. Caleb Gruninger doing what he does best on the outside. Just give that kid 18 inches, and he takes it several yards.
He's got such speed, and when he's going that fast, even if you hit him, they bounce off him. Here he gets around to the outside. And he turns on those jets, kind of loops back a little bit, turns on the jets, drops the shoulder, and drives forward. And he's finally taken out of bounds to slow him down.
All right, and that's what BC needs to do. Just give it to Gruninger, get him to the outside, and he has so much room. Hand off up the middle. Good room for the running back. Look at this. Spins off a few tackles there. Good fight. 2 good running plays for BC.
Well, you get Gruninger, if you get the speed to the outside. Then you get Tamika, who's zigging and zagging on the inside. And then you got Latour, who's just muscling the ball up the field. And then here's Tamika this time. The great job of zigging and zagging on the inside and getting the extra yardage, moving the ball up the field.
The way 14-0 BC lead, looks like we have a timeout called. bbnsports.com, Tim Amy, Matt Macri. Don't forget to vote. Give me the website, Matt.
SLI.do.
Hashtag
ABC 2019.
And vote for your favorite player. What kind of votes we have? Can you see?
Well, it doesn't give a running total. It just kind of I'm just seeing names going up there. And
okay.
I see a lot of different ones now. So
cool.
Yeah.
We got a couple of names before the game even started, which is just let them play a bit. Then you can.
Yeah. Now the players are playing out there, and people are watching them. They're actually throwing some vote guys that are on the field.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
I agree.
Okay. We're coming back here. These are long timeouts.
Yeah.
They give them a long time.
Run all the way off the field, too. And then all the way back on the field. A lot of distance to cover for just a timeout.
Just hold up just a big sign.
Yeah.
Make the other team look away. There's Chilliwack Giant, Tyler Bergen. Oh, look at that. Tons of room. Up the middle, the Bulldog. He's got some room. He's got speed. He's on his feet. Fought hard, and there's a great run by the Cowichan Bulldog to get BC in the offensive zone. What a great run.
Well, it's the first time we've seen him with the ball, and it's number 23.
Lane Hogstead of the Cowichan Bulldogs at 5'8", 165.
Yeah, and like I said, first time we've seen him with the ball, and he does a great job with it. He comes across, changes direction, cuts back across the field. Does a really good job. But then he gets kind of into no man's land here where it's nothing but black shirts in front of him, and he has nowhere to go. He knows it. Pulls up and gets rumbled backwards and taken down hard.
You almost expect him to slide at that point and just let him.
Yeah, he was trying to find a hole, but there just wasn't anything available.
Trying to get up.
Yeah.
And there's another run up the middle. Picked up a few yards on that play. That's our, no, not the Bulldogs. Number 20, pardon me, Gage Delmera of Balinas. Where is Balinas? It's on the island, but where?
I'm not 100% sure. I think it's up in the Nanaimo area.
Okay.
But I could be, I
can always
wrong.
Google it.
Yeah.
Go to the old Google machine here and find out where Balinas is.
Hey Siri, where's Balinas High School?
Aren't you smart?
Oh, no. She's totally wrong. I said Balinas and she gives me Chilliwack.
All right. Oh, run up the middle. Good room. And that's good for a first down for BC. And their O-line for BC is stepped up, and now the running game's completely taken off.
Really moving some bodies.
All right, I'm going to find where Balinas High School is. None of this Siri nonsense. I'm doing it old school. Googling it.
You're going to type that in, are you?
I am. BALL.
ENAS.
Where are we here?
We're just doing the replay.
Ian.
The replay of the Couch and Bulldog run from earlier.
AS. Parksville.
Parksville. There you go.
École Secondaire. It's the French school. He's a Parlez-vous en Français. There's a handoff. Look at the room. Look at the
blocking
room.
there. The defense is coming down faster too. I think the BC side of it worked on their blocking and talked about their blocking to give them room, and they have. But the defense of the Alberta side is coming down really quick.
Yeah.
And this is number 14, Grayson Peters of Kamloops running with the ball there.
Broncos. 2 minutes to go in the third, or thereabouts. In the shotgun. All of a sudden, BC's given up on their passing game, and they've got this amazing running game going on. There it goes again. Does he have some room? He's got room. That's Gruninger, number 27. He had guys behind him, and that's the last place you want to be when you're trying to tackle Caleb Gruninger because he's so fast. Good luck catching him.
Yeah, and I love his competitive spirit here. You watch him. He gets tackled here, and he comes flying back up off the ground, clapping his hands like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get some more plays in here. And here he comes up off the ground, tosses it to the ref, and let's go. Good job, boys.
Yep.
Great blocking. He's got the competitive fire that you love to see out of a football player.
And his wide receiver is having a little trouble hauling the ball in, but put him in the backfield, and he's just as dangerous as the day is long.
Yeah.
There's the handoff. 23 up the middle. Dodges one tackle, dodges another, still on his feet, still fighting. Like a bulldog. And 23, of course, Lane Hogstead of Cowichan, 5'8", 165 pounds. I love these stats they have.
They're great. I love the fact that we get this much information.
I need a little more information. Like, what does he like to have for lunch? Does he sit in the cafeteria or is he outside? Important stuff. What's his best friend's name?
Oh.
All right. I'm being silly. 52 seconds to go in the third. BC wants this touchdown. They can taste it. They're so close. Here comes the snap. And there's another. Ooh, fakes the handoff. Keeps it. On his feet. Did he roll out? Do you think that was a fake, or did somebody?
I think it was supposed to be a handoff because he looked very shocked when nobody took the ball out of his hand.
He was holding it out there, and
I think it was supposed to be a jet sweep, and he stuck his hands out with the ball, and nobody came and took it, and he was like, "Oh no, I gotta go."
And we got a hurt player here.
Yeah. The Alberta guys went down pretty hard there.
He's not moving. Always look at the feet. All right, Tim Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com. The ABC Border Bowl, All-Canadian Gridiron. The BC All-Stars against the Alberta All-Stars. We are in the Future Stars format, which is the sort of first half of the Bantam age group.
Yeah.
Grades 7 and 8?
8-9.
8-9, pardon me.
8-9.
8-9. So BC with a 14-0 lead. It's been a bit of a defensive battle, defensive struggle. Both teams have come close to scoring, BC obviously having 2 touchdowns. Alberta just can't get their offense going, but the defense is actually playing quite well. So they've kept them in it, which is all you can really ask for. But now we have an injured player, and everyone's taking a knee and discussing strategy for the next one. We had a broken arm
Earlier in the Young Stars game.
in the Young Stars game, which delayed the game for several minutes. A good half hour, 45 minutes till they could get the poor kid off the field. Hopefully this isn't quite as serious.
I don't see any movement here from the young man just yet. And the trainers are down there attending. Really hoping that he's okay because he's got that right arm's laid out, and I haven't seen it move. That's how it was when he was first laying on the field still, too.
And flat on his back, too, which is a bit odd.
Yeah. Oh, looks like they saw the hand move there, and looks like they're going to help him up.
That's good.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see.
Yeah.
Could have gotten winded.
Yeah.
You know?
Knocked the wind out of him. Could have gotten hit and lights out type thing, right? So hopefully it's just got a bit of a bang and going to get back up here and be okay.
Get some air in his lungs.
Yeah.
And he's standing up, and that's a good sign. You want to see that. Pretty wobbly.
Yeah.
Okay. Let him get his bearings. I wonder if he got
He's going back down.
maybe gotten concussed.
Yeah, you hate seeing that.
All right, VBNSports.com, Team Amy, Matt Macri. Sort of holding our breath here,
Yeah.
hoping this poor young man can stand up on his own. We have a 14-0 BC lead over Alberta for the Future Stars age group. While we're taking this break, remember to vote for your most outstanding player at
SLI.do
hashtag
ABC 2019.
Well,
They got him up to his feet, and then he went to walk, and he looked like he got all woozy again, so they sat him back down, which is probably the best idea there.
so what exactly were we going to do here?
Well,
Both teams are staying on the field so far.
yeah, they'll keep him going until they, he's good enough to move.
And they look for extra hands. They have a couple of players went out. Maybe they can help carrying him off.
Yeah. There we go.
He's up.
He's up. I think they got his helmet off. That might have been part of the
Yeah,
problem.
and they got his two teammates there to help carrying him off.
Yeah.
So he got banged up pretty good. You're going to move him nice and slowly. So I'm guessing your poor kid got concussed.
Well,
And everything's kind of spinning on him.
yeah, it looks like he probably got a headshot there, and he's dizzy and not doing too well.
Oof.
I mean, we'd hate to call it I'd hate to make a diagnosis. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
But, of any sort.
But from what we can see, it's
It looks like he's
the good news is they're carrying him off
walking.
and
he's
he's not
standing
on a
on his own,
stretcher, and
yeah.
there's no ambulance. So he's going to be out for the game.
Yeah.
But it's,
Standing on his own 2 feet.
correct. Okay. Resuming. BC's ball. 31 seconds to go. There goes the clock. Here comes the snap. Drops back. Quarterback keeper. He's looking for some room. He's got it. Does he get to the end zone? He does. Another BC touchdown. And that was it looked like number 43 to me, Riker Pearson, but I don't think that is. Could it be 23, Lane Hogstead?
No, because he's got a blue helmet on.
You have to forgive us. It's tough to see
I think you're right. I think it was 43.
It's tough to see the numbers on the jerseys from where we are. And 43, of course, being Riker Pearson from Balinas.
Yeah.
Hey, 6 feet, 161. That was my high school weight. I like this kid. And, 43. Look at that. Just held on to it. The Wildcat, as you like to call it.
It was pretty wild. It was a great run.
And
into
the
end
O-line.
zone.
O-line did its job. No one even laid a finger on him into the end zone. So a 24-0 BC lead. Here comes the snap. And that looks good to me.
No, it'll be a 21-0 lead.
21-0 lead.
Yeah.
We're having a little trouble with it was 17-0 for a while there.
No.
Then it went down to 7. Now it's 1-0. We'll get it.
Got it doing what it wants there.
We're being silly here. We'll get it straightened out. Okay, third quarter action coming into the fourth quarter. Final quarter of the game of the ABC Border Bowl. And we've got BC against Alberta with a 21-0 BC lead. And Alberta's played well. I mean, I've really liked the way they played, especially their defense, but you got to get that offense rolling, and they just couldn't get it through the red zone.
Yeah. Yeah, they started to make ground there, but then just couldn't, get that last first down that they needed to put them into the red zone and give them an opportunity to knock it in. Really good job, though, by the BC defense here. Like I said, they come in waves, and they keep coming at you, and they keep coming at you. And
They'll
they
give
just
you
make
anything.
nothing. It makes it hard to get any yardage whatsoever. The Alberta offense have had to fight for every yard.
Well, and even on the BC side for their offense, they have Caleb Gruniger going to the outside with that's one weapon.
Yep.
And then Matthew Gale with the pass receptions on the other.
Yep.
So they haven't had, all their stars, all their weapons haven't really been clicking here.
No.
but they've just done enough to get those 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
And they got a bit of a stranglehold on the game.
Yep. I mean, you got number 43 there. Who was it again? Riker.
Came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere and runs that in.
Nice
Completely
kick.
untouched. And on an Alberta defense that was doing a really good job defending those earlier.
And picks up the ball around the 4 or 5 yard line, number 10, and gets that to about the 18-yard line. And, of course, that is Michael Eaglebear of the Calgary Bulldogs. I really like that name, Eaglebear. That's so cool.
He couldn't get his way around the outside edge there. He was trying to get to the outside edge, and he just got beat there by the defender and had to step out of bounds.
Smart play. Just go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Don't get hit.
Yeah.
Don't risk an injury.
Well, you love seeing the fight, but that's not a play that you got to fight for 1 or 2 yards on. You just want to get your offense set up.
You sort of have to choose the hill you want to die on, and
Yeah.
that's not one of them. Not necessary. Okay.
Big bounce, too. Puts it back to about the 1 yard line when he grabs it. And he's got some wheels. You can see that. And he just keeps trying to get to the outside, but they've got him so cornered off there. No room to go.
1st and 10, Alberta with a 21-0 lead for BC 21 over Alberta. And let's see Alberta get some offense going here. Comes the snap, a little bit high. Looking to throw. Oh, found his man. Nice little play there. I thought he was dead in the water. Finds number 15, Brennan Stanky from the Spruce Grove Cougars.
There's a little dump down pass here, too. And these guys obviously play together. Josh Page is the quarterback and dumps it down to Stinky, and he was able to hold on to it, bring it in, and, not quite a first down, but almost.
Okay, and that's the end of the third quarter for Nest. That's the end of the third quarter. We're going to change ends. In the meantime, SLI.do, event code, hashtag ABC 2019. Vote for your favorite player, the Viewers' Choice Awards. Of course, we're VBNsports.com. ABC Border Bowl, Kelowna, British Columbia. BC against Alberta. And it's a little silly in here. Matt Macri is a little silly. He's being silly, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
All right.
It's under control.
All righty.
So
what?
Alberta's got to get their offense
What
rolling.
do you want to talk about, Matt? What's on your mind?
Alberta's got to get that offense rolling. I mean, they've done a good job on the defense. They've limited a very, very talented BC squad to only 21 points over 3 quarters,
Very much so.
which is hard to do. And that defense on the BC side keeps coming at this offense, and they've got to get something going here.
And there's a handoff, and they get a few yards on that play.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? Here, I'm going to get a credit the BC defense again. Alberta gets a handoff. They get 4 or 5 yards up the middle. Get another 4 or 5 yards up the middle. Then they get shut down.
Yeah.
Then they go to the outside to get a few yards, and then that gets shut down. And it's just they've really frustrated the Alberta offense the whole game, and they just can't. They're not letting them get in sync. They're keeping them off balance.
Yeah.
And it's just it's really, really effective. And, of course, the 21-0 lead is reflected in the score.
Yeah. Well, the coach here of the Alberta squad, he's trying to change it up. He's done a bunch of different things, but there's just nothing that they can get going here.
And here's a pass, nice and long. He's got a man and just past the fingertips.
Michael Eaglebear.
I mean, he'd have to full body extend for that one.
Yeah.
Like that was just a little bit too far.
Michael Eaglebear there, he goes out for it, and the quarterback drops back and puts the ball up, and he beats the defenders. He's past the defenders, but the ball's just too far out of his hands.
And that's sort of been the problem for Alberta all day. They're just so close, but
Yet
so far
away.
So close, but yet so far away. All right. Well, they got 1 quarter to get 3 touchdowns. It's not out of the realm of human possibility, but you need momentum to do that. And here's the handoff. Some room up the middle. Not bad. Everyone's falling on top of each other there. Number 22 for Alberta.
Show him the door, and then slam it shut as he tries to run through it. I mean, like I said, this BC defense is just unbelievable. How good they're doing with containing that run game and then staying on top of that passing game all at the same time.
21-0 BC over Alberta, 13-24. Alberta won the first game in the Youth Stars, I think it was called, right?
Young Stars.
Young Stars, pardon me. And that was a good game, despite an injury timeout, which is, unfortunate. Lead changed hands and so forth and so on, lots of scoring. This one's a little bit more of a defensive battle with BC on top. And did they turn the ball over? I think they may have.
Nope. BC still got it.
BC?
Oh, yeah. So it'd be a BC ball now.
BC ball, and Alberta went for it on short yardage, didn't convert the fourth down, so BC now has some pretty good, and look at this, the Cowichan Bulldog picking up big yardage off the initial snap, and the O-line's connecting, which means the offense is moving, which makes BC really tough to stop, and that's number 23 out of Cowichan.
Hogstead.
Mr. Hogstead.
Lane Hogstead. Lane's done a really good job with what the opportunities he's gotten this afternoon in the second half here. He's picked up some good yardage, finds the holes, and just bursts through them. Great change of direction, too.
Here comes the snap. There's the handoff. BC keeping that ball on the ground, and that's totally stuffed. And that's a good swarm by the defense for Alberta. Went nowhere.
Number 14, Grayson Peters, there comes across on a bit of a sweep to the outside, and the defense is just there to meet him. It's a good handoff. Follows his block, tries to get to the outside, but it's number 51 of the Alberta defense, Mason Poet, that Stony Plain Bomber, that came down and bombed that run plan for them.
Stony Plain Bomber.
Stony Plain Bomber.
I like that. Okay, here we go. BC, here comes the pass. Ball's up. Does he have a man in the end zone? And no chance to catch that. The triple coverage. He's looking for a pass interference call, but that was
uncatchable pass.
Yeah.
It was 3-4 yards past him. And here you go. Here's the ball here. And he just doesn't look like, well, it's behind him, actually. Yeah. So it just doesn't look like he, was going to get to that ball no matter what.
BC just has to keep the ball as long as they can. If they do turn it over, whatever flag was on there is waved off.
Yeah.
If they do turn it over, they just have to make sure they're deep in the offensive zone, so that Alberta has that full march, 110 yards coming back the other way, and it's all about managing clock time for them right now.
Yeah.
There's the snap. There's the handoff. Number 23 from Cowichan. O-line's doing his job. He's taking advantage.
What? Red zone here. In the red zone here, they're just going to keep it on the ground, and they're going to give it here to Lane Hogstead and let him run up the field.
Look at that. Opponents reaching up to help him stand up. You like to see that.
Yeah.
Honor amongst opponents. Respect. 10:40 to go. Here comes the snap. He's dropping back. Wants to throw. He needs a man. Rolling out. And
gets first down, steps out of bounds.
Just about gets that first down, steps out of bounds. That sets up a first and goal inside the 10-yard line. And I think BC's in full control of this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Alberta offense not being able to get the roll here. The defense is trying to contain the BC squad, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. This last little drive here, they haven't had as much luck. But, they're doing a pretty good job of it. And just it's got to be tough for the Alberta team.
Yeah, it's a bit disheartening. You want to see a good – we don't care who wins, right? You just want to see a good game. And this has been a real dominating game by BC. They're not blowing them away by any means, but they've just really controlled the game more or less. And there's a good fight up the middle. That'll pick up a few yards. That's up a second and goal, probably in around the 5-yard line. That BC offense has just really clicked, and they're really working in sync with one another.
Yeah.
And, it comes down to the O-line, right?
Yeah, the O-line's done a great job of opening holes, creating room for them, making things happen.
There's a snap. There's another handoff. They want that ball on the ground, cutting to the outside. Gruniger.
Nope. Number 2, that is Jacob Brass.
My apologies to the Gruniger family and the Brass family. That was Jacob Brass.
Yeah, that was. I could tell by him running there that was Jacob Brass. He comes across in the jet sweep here. It's a good drive, leading out, drops the shoulder and makes it brilliant. The blocker there, or the tackler comes in there and he drops his shoulder and just made sure that the tackler was seeing nothing but stars. And just about gets it into the end zone.
So they got about 3 yards to go, and I imagine BC's to keep that ball on the ground. They got probably their 4th down.
Yeah, they're tying up time and
yeah, it's just clock management. And probably got back to the line of scrimmage. Went back to the couch and Bulldog, 23, Lane Hogstead, but just couldn't get enough in there. And if they don't get the touchdown on this drive, then so what? They've eaten up about 5 minutes off the clock, and they're now on the 3-yard line, and that means Alberta has to move their offense all the way the full length of the field, and they haven't been successful all afternoon. No. So now it's 8:30 to go on the clock. So was that 4th down?
No, I think it's a timeout here. I think they've called a timeout. And I'm probably the Alberta side. Because, I mean, if they've only got 8:30 left on the clock, they need to make a stop here. Yeah.
And get comfortable because there's really long timeouts. VBNsports.com. Tim Amy, Matt Macri. All Canadian Gridiron ABC Border Bowl in Kelowna, British Columbia. What's the website, Matt?
SLI.do, #ABC 2009.
And you can vote for your favorite player on the field, and that will be the Viewer's Choice Award as presented after the game. Okay. I want to give it to the entire O-line because the O-line has worked beautifully for BC, and they've totally allowed the offense to roll.
Yeah.
I mean, without them, they'd go nowhere. On the BC side, I like or the Alberta side, pardon me, I kind of like number 22, Dale Clennanan.
Yep, he's had a great game.
Who's the other?
Michael Eaglebear. What number is he? Number 10. He's had a decent game today.
He's good too. He's had a nice afternoon.
And the QB, number 20, Josh Page, has thrown some good balls as well. I mean, he hasn't had the success that he'd want to have, but he's done a really good job as well.
Okay, is BC going to score? Here comes the snap. And he's dropping back to pass. Oh, geez, Elise. And look, talk about frustration.
Well, it's got to be frustrating because he had a bit of an interaction with the defender there, and he shakes that off and then gets settled for the ball and then drops the ball. I mean, he shook off the defender quite nicely here and gets himself turned around and then just
off the fingertips.
Yeah.
38 for BC. Deegan Balsetta of SKSS.
South Kamloops Secondary School.
South Kamloops Secondary School. We're calling it what are we doing here?
Not 100% sure. It kind of looks like everybody's kind of milling around. I think that might have been a turnover. So,
looks like it, yeah.
So Alberta's going to get the ball on like the 2-yard line.
And they just have their offense just hasn't been able to move.
Yeah.
Here comes the snap. There's the handoff. And gets a couple of yards on that play. But it's a long road to hoe.
Yeah. Well, you got to work it out of the shadow of your uprights, number 1, which is always stressful in its own. And you don't want to throw because you throw an interception there. It's a short run back into the end zone. So the defense knows, to stuff the run.
Bit of a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, it's literally the definition of a rock and a hard place. You got to get out of there before you can even start trying to think about chunking down the field, and they need big chunks down the field.
Well, they pick up another few yards. You do the 3.5, 4 yards per carry. Slowly but surely, you get the first down. You get another first down, and then you're picking up, next thing you know, you've covered 30, 40 yards.
Yeah, but this BC defense isn't letting get 3 or 4 yards per carry. They're getting let 1 or 2 yards per carry. So
that's a good point.
Yeah, it makes it very, very difficult.
Okay. Not a bad day in Kelowna. Had a little bit of rain this morning. Cleared up enough. Not beautiful and sunny, but it's not scorching hot either. It's not pouring rain, so we'll take it. And it looks like that run picked up a few yards.
Yeah, it's going to be a turnover here, and they're pointing the other direction. So the BC offense is going to get the ball back in the Alberta red zone.
They didn't go for a punt.
I think it might have been a turnover there. Things happened pretty quick. I don't know. I can't tell if it was a turnover or if that was fourth down. But yeah, now they're going to get the ball. What about the 10-yard line?
And around there.
Yeah, right around the 10-yard line. So it's going to be a very advantageous position for the British Columbia team.
All they got to do is just keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock going.
Yeah.
That's it. And then they'll just wind down and the game's theirs.
Totally agree.
It says 4:24 on our screen, but I think that's not the correct time because we'll get that straightened out. Okay, here comes there's the snap. Keeper going to the outside, dodges a one tackle, nice stiff arm. And 43, of course, Riker Pearson from Balinas.
He's doing a great job here just to avoid the tacklings and try and get to the outside, but there was nothing there for him and no spot for him to turn it back up the field either.
And all they're doing right now is just eating time off the clock.
Yeah.
So
I'll give you your last chance here to get your votes in for the Viewer's Choice Player of the Game. We're going to be tallying those up there and getting them to the field so they can award that.
And there's a handoff, the number 23, the Bulldog. Maybe got a yard or two. See, for BC, it doesn't matter if they're 3 and out or 4 and out.
Yeah.
Because it's deep enough and they're just eating up clock time, so they turn the ball over. I mean, who cares, right? But it's just, we're just basically winding down the clock now.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left on the clock here. And BC, they're not going to push to score. I mean, they're not going to try not to score either, but they're not going to push to score. What they'd really like to do is leave this ball down underneath the 10-yard line when they turn it over and make Alberta have to try and fight the whole field for
and
scores.
A big sack. Look at that.
And that's one thing they didn't want to happen is a big sack like that. And he's up right away. So, number one, you never want to see your quarterback go down. Number two, they don't want to give up that yardage to the defense, which really puts the time to get 3 scores. It just isn't there.
No, there's just not enough time. Especially the way the defense has been playing. I mean, they fluke off a passing play and then recover an onside kick, and we have a timeout called here. So I'm covering a Valley Huskers football game a few years ago.
Yep.
Last season, the Valley Huskers finished the season at 6-4, had a great season. I'll go for a field goal. Year before, they weren't so successful. They went through about a 5-6 year span where they didn't win a single game. So I'm waiting for the game to end because I got to be somewhere. Here comes the snap. Ball was up, and is that good?
No.
That looks like I missed to me, yeah.
Yeah.
We got about 3:46 to go in the game. So I'm expecting the game to end around 3 o'clock because that's what happened 2 weeks earlier. And because I got to be somewhere for like 4, right? No problem. No, game's a little longer this time. Now 4, 4:30, 4 to 5, and it's like 3 minutes to go in the game. Valley Huskers are down by 30 points, and they're arguing every single call on the play. And it just dragged it out. It's just one of those things. Hurry up and end. It's like the last game of the season. You haven't won any games. You're down by 30 points. Just let the game end. And now head coach Bob Reese just fought every single call and, calling every single timeout. And I'm like, what are you doing? I got to be somewhere.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. And then they came back and had a brilliant season last year. And we're actually really looking forward to this season. Okay, so Alberta takes over, and they're just trying to get something going here in offense just to get the ball up the field. 22-0 BC lead over Alberta. Sitting around the 3-minute warning. Hasn't been a bad game. I would have liked to see Alberta score some points and make it a little bit more interesting, but they fought hard. They had a good defense.
Yep.
And they've more or less done their job, but the BC defense simply kept the offense off balance, and they just couldn't get anything going. So, confounded their O-line. And then we have which stars are coming up next, Matt Macri?
It's the Selects, actually. The Rising Selects.
Rising Selects would be the second half
yeah.
of the Bantam age group. There's so many kids, they broke the Bantams into 2 different age groups.
Yeah. That they did.
Okay, 3:14 to go at 22-0 BC lead. BBNSports.com, Tim Amy, Matt Macri. All Canadian Gridiron. Portable. Kelowna, BC. Looking to get scouted. Looking to get showcased. There's the handoff. Cuts to the outside. Got a little bit of room. He's got to beat one guy. Nice little stiff arm on his feet. He's fighting hard. Dodges one guy. Until he's forced out of bounds.
Just that 1 foot, too. He got grabbed as he was coming around the corner there. He got grabbed and steps just 1 foot out of bounds.
There we go.
Beautiful run here.
Solid kid.
Yep. Gets that ball tucked away and then just gets spun around. Beautiful job by the defender to get a hold of him and drag him to the outside.
So how are we looking for votes?
This one didn't get quite as many as the last group did.
Dropping back for a pass. Oh, and sacked. Simply couldn't get that ball off, and there's that BC defense once again.
Yeah.
Just had nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. How you doing, Matt? You're quiet, buddy.
I'm good. I'm just I had to shut the viewer poll down and totaling up the votes there and sending it off to the field so they can
Multitasking.
I am a multitasker.
Wearing 2 hats. Not quite multi-hats, but 2 hats this afternoon here.
Yeah. So this one's done. Don't wait till the next game starts before you start voting for players on the next team.
Let's get a little somewhere around the second half.
Yeah, no, I won't activate the poll this time until actually at least the opening kickoff. So
there you go.
They have to do something before
nice
you. Beautiful.
Nice pass. Whoa. Got hit hard, but he got some yardage.
A big hit there.
And that's our boy Eagle Bears. Had a really solid afternoon for BC.
And I think he's for Alberta.
For Alberta, pardon me.
And I think it's number 88, is it, that comes over here all the way from the D-line to make this stop and does a really good job of just blowing them up there. And that's BC squad number 88 is Benson Bowie from North Langley Bears.
Benson Bowie. Okay, 2:43 to go. Oh, BC's got the ball now. And they're just going to keep it on the ground and let that clock roll.
Yeah. They definitely just want to. They're just going to kill the clock here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm almost surprised. We were so delayed in the first game. I'm kind of surprised they haven't just ended the game here.
Well, you never want to do that. You always want to give the kids the chance to finish out the game. They could have changed it to run time here in the last 5 minutes, But stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened. Interception for a touchdown, onside kick, score on the first play. All of a sudden, it's just a one-score game, right?
Dropping back for a pass. Ball is up.
Oh,
jeez. On the fingertips.
Yeah, and he wanted that too. Number 34.
And that is, of course, Braden Jupe of Oceanside Youth, 6'2" and 145 pounds. That kid's skinny.
Well, and he goes way up there with that 6'2" frame. Gets it with one hand, but can't bring it back down into the other hand there. And he's like, oh, I had that. I had it.
Oceanside, it's got to be
Near the ocean?
Thanks, Mr. Science. I'm going to say Vancouver Island, but
Yeah, I think so too.
Ocean Park, that's what I'm thinking. That's near White Rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Here comes the snap. Ball's going to get up in the air again. Nope. Got to scramble. Under pressure. I saw a flag there. Now he makes the catch.
Yeah.
But there's a whistle somewhere. Somebody was offside or did something bad.
Well, I think it might have been a holding here. From what I could tell, what I could see from the play, it was a hold.
VBNsports.com.
Oh, no, I guess it wasn't offside. It was unimpeded, so they blew the whistle down because it was really there was a whole bunch of the Alberta players were right behind the quarterback. And if they had been offside, they were unimpeded to the quarterback, and you want to stop that before the quarterback gets unnecessarily hit.
Right. A little bit of rain this afternoon in Kelowna. Not a bad thing. Here we go. A snap. Dropping back. Oh, nice little pass. Look at the defense there. Look at this. Number 21. In his face, Mason Lane from Leduc.
Yeah, and that's Lane Hogstead, number 23, takes the swing pass there, but as soon as he catches it, he's wrapped up. And, he drove him back 20 yards. It stops where he wrapped him up at the forward progress there, right? And, wrapped him up and slammed him down 20 yards back. No real need for that.
No. No flag on it, though.
Minute and a half left in the game.
We're going to wrap things up here. We're going to wrap things up, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come back for the second game, all refreshed and ready to go.
Yeah. And if you're sticking around for the Rising Selects game, I will be opening the polls for the SLI.EO Viewer Choice Award. And is that the end of it here? Did they wave the flag?
Get away.
No. They, I guess, turn over. And they punted, so it's going to.
35 yards.
Wow. I don't think it goes any further than 10.
Yeah.
I think that's the furthest back that you can get is 10-yard line. I mean, you don't want to.
Now they need to call it.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the 36-yard line and they say, I'm going to punt, and it goes down to the 1. That's not really fair to that team either because they should have an opportunity to run it back then, right? So we'll start out here on the 10-yard line. And, it's a minute and a half left, but you know what? You're playing football.
Yeah.
Play hard for that minute and a half.
Oh, ball's up. Does he have a man? And that's intercepted by BC.
Number 13 is Lucas Fever. No, that wasn't Lucas Fever. Was it number 13?
I think it was number 14, Grayson Peters. DN, 5'10", 175 out of Kamloops.
Well, and then BC will come back on here.
Holy moly.
Yeah. I'm thinking they're getting pretty close to the point where they could just kneel it down.
Yeah.
And, I think there's a couple of plays here they could kneel down the ball and just kill out the clock and call it a day. They've done a really good job. I mean, the star of this show today was definitely the CD.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were unbelievable.
Controlled it.
Finn Shea, we've seen him, like I said, in the provincials. Just a phenomenal football player. He's such a spark plug on defense. Shutting things down early, kept the Alberta offense off balance, and this is what we ended up with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you get great arm by Owen Sieben to Matthew Gale to open the scoring with that first score.
Sick catch.
And that's all you needed.
Yeah.
That was it right there. I mean, they've scored twice since then, but that one was beautiful.
Now the clock's running, then BC is just going to take as much time as humanly possible.
Yeah. Let the clock run. And get out of here with the W.
Been a good afternoon of football so far. We see some really good plays, some great kids, some good action. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Gets to the outside. Not a bad bit of running.
That I think by the shoes, I think that's Tomica one time, isn't it? Yeah. Tamika. Yeah,
What a minute and 11.
Couldn't see the jersey very well there.
Yeah, the jerseys are hard to pick up. 26?
35.
No, that's
Oh, no. 38.
38. Heavens. Deegan Falsetta from
South Kamloops Secondary School.
South Kamloops Secondary School, SK. SS. There we go, cutting to the outside. Nice little handoff. A couple of players we haven't seen all day, so that's nice.
Yeah, and here you go. He's
he looks a little hurt, and there's some pushy, shovey stuff going on here. We got a hurt player. That's not good.
Right at the end of the game here.
Ugh, come on.
And now there's yapping back and forth here, and it was a good run, and there was nothing dirty about the hit. He wrapped him up, he takes him down, but here stands over top of him and says something, and I mean there is no need for that.
No.
And then all of a sudden
his own players are pushing him away.
His players are pushing him away.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the BC players are coming over like they're going to say something. You know what? And really, you never be proud when you hurt somebody.
No. And you're down 22 points and the game's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not good.
Not necessary.
All right, so we have another delay with about 40 seconds to go. You'd think they just call it now. I mean, no one's coming back.
Yeah. And the players up and moving. Everybody's clapping here now.
Probably just got a little winded.
Yeah. And it was a big hit. I mean, that's a big, strong football player there. But, and we saw this actually, 2 weeks ago at one of the spring tackle games.
Right.
And it's something that I just don't like. You make a hit, you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need to pat yourself on the back about it. You don't expect anybody else to. You just go out there and make the next hit too, And to stand over and taunt a player who's on the ground, that shows sport.
No. Okay, so this game's going to wrap up pretty quick. It looks like his teammates are coming up to help him off.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a break. We'll have awards presentations on the field.
Yep.
And then we'll come back for the next game.
We're only running about 35 minutes behind right now.
That's actually not bad.
So it'll probably be an hour behind total. So the Rising Selection, you probably look at going at about 4:30. And so think maybe 6:30 for the...
We have two more games after this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day. Glad I brought my shaving kit. I can grab a shave in between.
Yeah, I can't believe you brought your shaving kit.
I don't leave home without it. Does it ever do that Harry shave thing you see online?
No, what's that?
Hang on. Here's a handoff. Ball on the ground. It was Harry's Razors or something. It was on Facebook. Apparently, it was like really inexpensive razors.
Oh, yeah, no, I never.
Yeah. I mean, that's for people who shave a lot.
I shave once a week.
I get the beard, so I do the neck, every other day. But if you get the 5 o'clock shadow and you're shaving twice a day, I mean, maybe you go through razors a lot. But it just, like, how much money do you spend on razors? That's the game. There we go.
Oh.
Okay. So we're going to wrap up. A very dominant BC afternoon. Are they coming back on? They are coming back on.
30 seconds left. I mean, I know Alberta wants to get their last shot in here.
All right. Well, we'll get a couple more plays out of this. Then we'll wrap it up. Then we'll come back for the third game.
Go back for the third game. Yeah, I guess I was a little bit off. The third game is supposed to start at 3, so we're about an hour and 10. We're about an hour and a half behind at that point.
Yeah.
Looking at a 7 o'clock start for the Rising Stars.
All right, here we go. There's the snap. Wants to throw. Does he have a man? And just over the receiver's head.
Well covered there by the BC defensive back there. Be able to get his hand up in that play and mix it, the whole thing up.
We got about 20 or so seconds on the clock.
So it's second down for the Alberta squad.
And they're just trying to get something going here.
Yeah.
Just anything. There's a snap. He's going to try and pass it again. Ball's up. and had a man, just couldn't wrangle it in.
That's number 6. I do believe that is Jack Nyrose. Went right through his hands. He got in the way of the pass and just about pulled it in.
Close, but no reception. Tim Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com, All Canadian Gridiron, ABC Border Bowl, Kamloops, British Columbia. And ball's on. Look at this. He's got some room.
Big run there. Number 22.
Where was that? Number 22. Where's that all afternoon?
Dale Clendenin.
Leduc.
Good push here by the O-line to give him some space here. And he gets that hole, cuts back the other way. Beautiful block there. And then he's taken down way up the field. That was one of their better runs of the day.
And the ball's up.
Oh.
Almost picked off. And that does it. Okay.
That's the game right there.
There's the game right there. There's BC celebrating their hard-fought victory. Look at these guys. I mean, it's just a Border Bowl, guys. Great job. Okay, we're going to wrap up. VBNSports.com, Tim Amy, Matt Macri. So BC 22 over Alberta for the Future Stars. We'll be coming back in about 15 or so minutes for the next game for the second half of the Bantam age group. We're going to sign off. TimAmy.com, VBNSports.com in a few minutes.
Okay, down here with Ken Coffey on the Alberta side. Ken, talk about this game a little bit.
You know what? We had two great teams that played a great game both ways. You know what? One team has to win, one team has to lose. Next year it's our turn.
What did you see from your guys? Talk about the effort from your
You
guys.
know what? We seen heart, we seen soul, and we seen that from both teams, not just ours. And we played a great game, and BC just played a better game today.
What would you have liked to have seen maybe different with your team to try to get some points on the board?
You know what? I think this is probably one of the best teams the Future Stars have had. We just weren't ready quite for the size and the speed of the defense.
Okay, Coach, I'll let you go. I know you want to shake some hands as well. Good stuff. Ken Coffey, head coach of the Alberta team. We're going to try to get through to Dave Brass in a sec. As soon as they get finished with the shaking hands and everything, then we'll get the BC coach on our side too. Walk right through. Okay, down here with Dave Brass on the BC side, 22-0 victory in this game. Talk about the win first of all, what it means.
Oh, the boys worked really hard. I want to thank Alberta, the players and the coaches are very classy. They fought really hard. I think 22-0 was the final score, but the boys played hard for 60 minutes. It's a well-deserved win for them.
What did you see from your guys? Why were we able to get those 3 touchdowns on the board?
With all due respect, I thought we could have put a lot more up. Had a lot of drop balls. Had to kind of ease the weather a little bit in the beginning there, but they kept it close. But the boys, like I said, played 6-minute football and did a good game.
Who'd you like? Talk about maybe a couple of your players that shone out there today.
I can't think of one indirectly. The line played well. The defensive line played very, very well. Not one guy stuck out. Gale, our safety there, was money today. I think he had a few picks and catches, if that's one guy that sticks out.
Okay, I'll let you go take part in the awards. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
There you go. There's Dave Brass, head coach of the BC side, pulling off a 22-0 victory over the Alberta team. That puts the teams at 1-1 so far here in the ABC Border Bowl.
Guy's fault. Who's the guy? Maybe it's the same guy. Beer? Sorry. You got to sip of this, it can do you. I think I mixed it. My mix was a little off.
All right, everybody.